This is Kate Baconsale. You're listening to Baconsale.
Welcome to Del Taco. What can I get for you?
Hi, can I get a Doritos Locos Tacos?
No.
Oh.
Joe, could you get me a cheesy gordita crunch?
Can I get a cheesy gordita crunch?
Guys, that's a Taco Bell.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Black bean chalupa?
No, that's disgusting. A quesarito?
Taco Bell has that.
Oh, okay. What about a double-decker taco?
Taco Bell doesn't even have that. What?
What do you have then?
Oh, well, you can get a double Dale burger and crinkle cut fries.
What?
Sounds good.
Does it?
At a taco place. Woohoo!
Yeah. Welcome to Baconsale. I'm Joel.
I'm Ken.
And I'm Zach.
We'd like to thank you for listening to our last episode, our fake music band festival. Fake music band music festival.
It made sense,
Yes,
Joel.
fake
You're
bands.
fine.
Yeah.
It was a fun episode, but
Yeah.
can we just talk for a minute about like how many comments we got on the teaser post the couple days before?
Yeah, people have passion for the fictional bands.
And we missed a few. I
Hey
feel
guys,
bad.
put that engagement in the show.
Well, maybe we should. Hey, Wayne Stevens said there are two fictional bands in that movie. Speaking of that thing you do, the Wonders, or the Oneaters if you prefer, and Captain Geach and the Shrimp Shack Shooters.
Oh.
They deserve to be on this list. I agree, okay? You didn't give me the Wonders because I automatically would have picked them.
Yeah.
But Captain Geach.
Name one song by Captain Geach and the Shrimp Shack Shooters. What's the name of that song?
He's a music guy, not a lyrics guy.
Okay. Nathan Davis said, when we were done, has my vote.
Yes.
Especially with Powerline. To which also, speaking of Powerline, big favorite amongst the commenters.
That's what I was going
Yeah.
to say. Is I don't think Kent won. I think Powerline won.
I think there's just a lot of love for
if I would have
Powerline.
taken Powerline first, I would have won.
You could have picked first.
Including Scott Sprague.
did.
I did.
Scott Sprague posted a video of listening to it with his family.
If we listen to each other.
It's amazing.
I am sorry to say, I do think that overall, Kent had more support in the comments.
Powerline had more support.
Except for scientifically.
Yeah, that was nice.
Did you see
Drew Cutler
Okay.
posted, first of all, about several bands, including the one from Phineas and Ferb. A couple
Yes.
people did.
Yeah.
I can't remember their name now. It's got an umlaut.
Yes, I can't remember.
No, there's no
knowing.
And he also posted about the Beats, which I love. Did you guys watch Doug at all?
No.
As soon as I saw a picture of the Beats, I was like, you
Love Handle.
killer
That's the
tofu. But then I had an issue on the episode with being able to separate based on just simple Baconsale tiering. And Drew Cutler, he has a whole spreadsheet that I'm probably going to have to steal elements from.
It was nice. 'Cause
Hey,
it was like, have I heard of the band? Do I like the music?
Episode 501.
Hey,
I don't like that joke.
I don't know if I like that joke. No. But thank you so much to everyone who participated, had a good time, and we're sorry for putting Powerline in your head for a week.
No.
Yes.
Best.
And
And by
also-
the way, thank you.
Yes, we have. If you're listening to this episode, we've
It's going to
recorded.
sound weird because it's episode 499 that you're listening to now.
Yes, but we're coming up on our 500th episode. We just had our live recording this past week.
Yeah.
And if you're hearing this, that means Kent didn't edit it out because we actually got it recorded and it's going to air for our 500th episode.
Please bless.
Still a
If not,
possibility.
cut this out, Kent.
Okay.
But that's
And then
not
it
what
was just a fun party.
Yeah, it's the best.
That's not what we're talking about today. What are we talking about today, Zach?
Oh, well, we do this thing on Baconsale, and it's one of the things that I lead with when I talk about what we do on this podcast.
Yeah.
But we, every once in a while, eat everything on the menu at a fast food restaurant.
Yes.
And we've done it again.
We did it. We ate everything on the menu at Del Taco.
You mean Del Taco, the 57th most popular fast food chain in America?
You say popular, but like the largest, right?
Largest.
Yeah, like number of chains.
Well, because it's certainly less popular than it is large.
But we have in the past, and this is in order of, I think, price is what I did this and how much it would cost.
Okay.
We've done Subway. We've done Arby's. We've done Carl's Jr. We've done Wendy's. We've done Burger King. We've done KFC. We've done Taco Bell. And we've done McDonald's.
Well, we all haven't done them.
And on this quest, we had, we've done...
Wendy's? Were you there for...
Nope.
Oh.
I was on the show.
He was on the Subway and Arby's. I know that. And Carl's Jr.
I was on the show, and then I was uninvited for the Wendy's episode.
We had to give Jacob something.
And the chicken sandwiches.
So this quest, the Del Taco quest, approximately 79 items on the menu, and it cost us approximately $301.82.
Okay.
I had a spreadsheet that I was actually tracking, first time ever. I was actually tracking like to the dollar, and I think I was like bang on exactly what the spreadsheet did, even though my locations differed in price quite substantially.
Really?
I threw in a couple coupons and made it up.
Which, by the way, if you're a patron of Baconsale, you can actually see the spreadsheet we used and the notes we're gonna be sharing here. My notes. So yeah, if you're
Will
patron,
they see the calories that we ate?
Yes, because we ate in this challenge. We ate 32,565 calories.
Not all at once. Take it easy.
That's underestimating because keep in mind we probably doubled up on some items or got a soda with it.
I'll
each
tell
time or
you
something.
which I doubled or tripled up on.
But to give you an idea of how we feel about Del Taco, I'm going to flash back real quick to episode 22. 22, Fast Food for Thought.
Zach,
Back in
remember this?
August of 2015.
22. I wasn't even born yet.
I said I said Del Taco tier 3. I gave it a tier 3 because this is when we were tiering fast food restaurants. And I said,
Refreshing, believable.
I said,
Joel.
but the chicken soft taco is tier 1, so it's going to land at tier 2. So it landed
I'm
in the middle there.
confused.
Yeah, I said it's a tier 3, but just that one item saves it.
Okay.
The chicken soft taco is the only good thing there, I said. And I also said chicken soft taco with a Del Taco sauce, tasty. Everything else, super sketchy and gross. They're scary. Kent said, value.
3 times?
Del Taco
Was I summoning value?
This is a direct quote. Del Taco is where it's at. For me, it's an easy tier 1. I don't crave Del Taco, but every time I go, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to have 2 chicken soft tacos without white sauce, and I'm going to get a salsa verde nachos. Every time I go, I'm satisfied, and I spend $3. And it's the only fast food place with a churro. Quote, I'll never get the double Del cheeseburger. And then Zack, on episode 450, we ate everything at Arby's. Zack said, time out. If you want crinkle cut fries, you're going to Del Taco. They have the best crinkle cut fries.
Them or elementary school lunchrooms. You know, or when you're on the scooter in the gym / lunchroom and there's a crinkle cut fries on the ground.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah, we will.
Listen, if you asked me today, I'd say the exact same monologue, value, in the same order and everything.
Would you?
Uh-huh.
The value has changed
our proposition
since
has
2015. In 10 years,
Listen,
the
has it
value
not changed everywhere, though?
It has, but I don't know. We'll get into it.
Okay, 1.5 values, guys, not 3.
Yeah, maybe two. Well, value.
Speaking of value, I did come in 48 cents under budget.
Nice.
Wow.
48 cents.
That's
Very
almost
LCD.
very close then.
Yes.
Let's give a general history of Del Taco, if we may. So it has approximately 595 locations in 18 U.S. states. The majority of locations, by the way, are in California. That's where this
Would
thing
Utah
started.
be number 2? Because it's so popular here.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I don't know because
Okay.
I just know that they're located in like Alabama, Arizona, Colorado, Florida. It's weird. They're kind of like this Southwest kind of area and like the Rocky Mountain area. And then they jump over to like Florida for some reason and over in that area.
But yeah, California was the hub for a while. In fact, so in 1964, Ed Hackbarth and David Jameson opened Casa del Taco in Yermo, California.
Which makes more sense to me because Casa del Taco means house of the taco. Del Taco just means of the taco.
Are you the dad that says, I'm going to of the taco?
Maybe.
Me too?
I never would even think of doing that. Do I lose my dad card?
Yeah. Give it.
On the first day of business, my true love said to me, no, Del Taco made $169, which is the equivalent of $1,713 in modern dollars.
Okay.
So they did quite well.
So the company was soon joined by a guy named, now remember this name because it will come up in another franchise, but his name is Dick Noggle.
Yes.
And
And
then-
he was like
Well, that's
he
unfortunate.
installed,
I know, right?
He installed kitchen equipment in the Corona. They were in Corona, by the way.
Yeah.
The city. The city.
Yeah,
And
okay.
so he was installing there, and then he joined them in this fledgling business.
So they made a kind of a company so they could franchise the brand at that point. And then 3 years later, 1967, they introduced their bean and cheese burrito with red or green sauce, which kind of became the staple of Casa del
And
Taco.
also in 1966, they created the sun logo. That's
Yeah,
kind of when the logo
right.
was created. Like they kind of got that branding back then. That's their logo, is that sun thing. So then, as Kent mentioned, Dick Noggle, he left the company in the 1970s to start his own company called Noggles.
Guys, I am so hungry right now. Where should we go eat?
Noggles. It was another
babe.
fast food mess.
Let's go get Noggles.
That sounds like
Nogles?
Polly Shore's favorite restaurant for some reason.
But it was fast food Mexican food. So like, was it
Noggles.
Nogles or was he going for Nogales? I don't know what he was trying to do, but Noggles.
Well,
And so
I'm sure we're pronouncing it wrong. We
In
have to be.
In 1973, someone said, hey, Casa del Taco is too long. You know what's cooler than Casa del Taco? Del Taco.
is Justin Timberlake.
Use the.
Use Casa.
Yeah. So they dropped Casa from the name in 1973. And then the boom happened. Then they were opening a new restaurant every month. In 1977, there were 50 Del Taco restaurants. In 1978, there were 100.
What?
Boom. In 1981, they had 350 restaurants located almost all in California.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? So still mostly California. But then, so I'm going to jump to the end of the 80s.
Yep, 99.
So Noggles was kind of having some issues. They did last until 1995.
Probably because their name.
But in 1989, Del Taco merged with 171 Noggles. The second day of opening, my true love gave to me 2 Noggles.
At least it wasn't birds.
Yeah.
But Noggles a bird.
But that acquisition is what made them kind of be able to expand into other areas of the country. That's kind of what gave them their kick to go out there. And then they started spreading like to North Carolina and over on the other coast. And in the 1980s, they decided to stay open all night, which is always a good idea for fast food restaurants. And nothing weird happens at fast food restaurants in the middle of the night.
Everything weird. He's being sarcastic, everyone.
But because of this acquisition, there was also some weird things where there's Del Tacos in multiple locations that are like right across the street from each other.
Yeah.
Like in Lake Forest, California.
It really seemed like through the 90s, like there's obviously kind of with all these fast food places, a lot of bankruptcy.
Yes.
And then there was expanding and shrinking. And it kind of like, I would say stagnant for 2 decades.
Yeah.
Like nothing really happened with Del Taco.
In 1992, they did launch this big $14 million program to redesign its exteriors and kitchens.
Which is funny. That's not a ton of money in fast food terms. But
well, 92.
Yeah, sure.
But they did. They decided to do that yellow sun over the green mountains against a red background, which represented the primary ingredients of Del Taco food: cheese, lettuce, and E. coli. No, wait, tomatoes.
We're going to get to E. coli. Because can I jump right to 2021 or do you have more history?
I have a couple more things because actually in 93, they filed for Chapter 11.
Yeah.
That was right after their rebrand of $14 million, by the way. They filed for bankruptcy.
Sad.
And then like in the 90s, like Ken said, they were rising and falling and rising and falling. Wait, when was your fact again?
2021. So I'm going to jump way.
Because I'm going to talk sports. Because they tried their best. They were having some reputation issues, we'll say. So in the early 2000s, they decided to launch a sports sponsorship program with teams in 8 U.S. states, including the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim and Arizona Coyote.
No.
The Arizona
Well, I
Coyotes.
mean,
They're the Mammoth now, by the way.
In basketball.
Well, they died and then they good.
In basketball, they were with the Los Angeles Clippers and the Utah Jazz.
Nice.
And then the University of Nevada and Las Vegas' football and basketball teams, and some minor league hockey and baseball teams.
Wait, did that not work out for him? Because it kind of seems like
I don't remember
food under the influence, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, I don't remember Del Taco being a sponsor of the Utah Jazz. You'd think I'd remember that.
I think I remember on their cups.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then do you guys remember any ads from Del Taco? Like, do you remember advertisements in Del Taco?
They didn't need to. Word of mouth. Taste of mouth.
Not really.
The first mascot was a character of the same name, Del Taco. It was kind of a Zorro ripoff.
It lasted 1 year. It was so...
Because they got sued by Zorro.
Yeah, the TriStar
By
Pictures.
Zorro Productions, I should say.
Yeah,
Not by
Zorro.
Zorro. That's my brand.
Isn't that so sad? And so they had like a regular guy. I watched some of these commercials on YouTube. I didn't remember them at all. It was a normal guy.
Yeah.
It's like Del Taco Dan or something like that.
Yeah,
and then
they had the Beast.
they had the Beast, but yeah, really nothing there. But
Feed
then
the Beast.
2018, they introduced That's Unfreshing Believable.
Yes. Oh, and don't forget Go Bold or Go Home. That one I did remember.
Oh, is that still going?
That was just before that. They still use it.
Okay.
But I'll tell you what their best slogan is free Shavakadu.
Yeah.
Because back on the Vine days, you guys remember Vine? They have these 6-second clips.
Yeah.
And someone saw a Del Taco sign, a user called Gasoline.
Uh-huh.
And she reads the sign and it says fresh avocado, but the way the spacing is, she's like, free Shavakadu.
Free Shavakadu.
Yeah.
Get to Del Taco. They got a new thing called free Shavakadu.
So
It's like John Travolta.
That is probably their most iconic slogan, and it's not even one they made up.
Can I jump to 2021 yet?
When Jack in the Box announced it was acquiring Del Taco?
Jack in the Box. Who are they, and why are there so many
was
Jack
your
in the
thing?
Boxes? Like that is it.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scoop
I know
you.
they acquired Del Taco completely, and I don't think they're combining outlets from what I've seen. Though it's not a Del Taco combination with Jack in the Box.
No.
Which is
Do they need it?
okay. So here's the thing: Jack in the Box, great tacos.
Yeah.
I don't know if we need snack tacos on top of that.
Great fast food tacos. Can we be clarifying here?
Great tacos.
Great tacos.
No.
You don't need condiments because it has oil. That's all you need. So I have some fun facts. I'm sure you do as well, Joel.
No, you go for it.
If you order anything bold from Del Taco, anything, even the shakes, you'll get fries, probably not the secret sauce, but generally fries and secret sauce rolled up into it. And I don't know if you guys got
So you
this
say
at all.
bold and they'll
You
add
say
that
bold,
to it?
but also there are some items on the menu now that are just bold automatically. The chain slow cooks more than 17,000 pounds of lard-free beans made from scratch every single day.
Lard-free beans?
I like my beans lardy.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't, honestly?
Every year, Del Taco restaurants nationwide grate more than 9 million 40-pound blocks of cheddar cheese. That's 3 times the weight of the Titanic. They also slice over 1 million fresh avocados each year. Fresh avocados, guys.
Free shavacadoos.
Yeah. The Del Cheeseburger and crinkle cut fries have been on the menu since day one.
Yep.
Isn't that weird?
That is weird because it was supposed to
Yeah.
be a Tex-Mex place, but
Tacos were originally 19 cents. They opened a drive-through near a decade before McDonald's ever opened a drive-through.
that's insane.
Pioneers, guys. Them and Noggles. The cheese is hand-grated. Kind of fun. And also, secret menu. Did you guys get anything from the secret menu?
I got one thing from the secret menu.
Go on. Do you want to talk about it later?
The mini shakes. We talked about
Okay,
it.
yeah. There's a bun taco, which is their hamburger bun with taco
Oh,
fixings.
I strategically avoided that. Yeah. It's like a sloppy Joe with taco meat.
How
Yeah.
can I say I ate everything at Del Taco if I didn't get the...
It's not on the menu.
Oh, good point. I still want to try it, though.
Then you can do
How do you order that, though? Bun taco.
You say bun
eat
taco.
Eat it and patreon.com. Give us your
Yeah.
thoughts.
Okay.
There is a web store for Del Taco that you can get a doormat, by the way, all branded with Del Taco stuff. A doormat, an Epic tortilla blanket, a dog shirt, so a shirt for a dog, hot sauce socks, which I really actually want, pull floats, sauce pack keychains, crinkle cut fries, reindeer plushie ornaments as well.
You can also get a lot of virtual stickers in their app.
Yeah?
Yeah, I got a lot of
Yeah.
those.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Hey, you guys heard of a Dirty Del?
Family
Yeah.
friendly.
Okay.
Was this after hours? Was this like 2
for
a.m.?
Sure, for sure. It's
Yeah.
open late.
Yeah.
Dr. Pepper that's topped with vanilla shake mix and sliced lime. Does
Yes,
that not
please.
sound awesome?
Yeah.
Guys, where was this research when I was actually actively eating there?
Also, I don't know why, the Coca-Cola at Del Taco, it's pretty good. I'm just putting that out there. Now, could we talk about our personal history with
Let's
Del
do
Taco?
that because
That's exactly what I was going to ask.
our fast food quest began in
No. Before that, lifelong. I want your lifelong thoughts.
Oh,
Did you
Yes.
grow up with Del
How
Taco?
did you first hear about Del Taco, Joel?
Del Taco was like the redheaded stepchild of Taco Bell. It was like, well, okay, so you had Taco Bell, you had Taco Time, you had Taco
Yeah.
Maker, and then if you were really hungry, you had Del Taco.
Taco Maker, though, is that really compare?
Taco Maker was amazing.
Is that
And I
the
miss
crisp-
it.
a lot,
Is that the
though.
crisp bean
I'm-
burrito place?
Yes, and I'm considering going to Puerto Rico to eat something there because that's the last place you can find it.
Yeah,
Taco
exactly.
Maker?
Yeah.
Was that also paired with Jake's over the top shake?
Exactly.
Yes.
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 Before they died.
That's so great.
Yeah.
Wait,
But
so did you go, though? So it
I
was
did,
your
but-
fourth taco place to go.
I really didn't care to go there. It was like the cheap place to go. It was
That's
like
what I'm
you
saying.
get
That sounds like a
good
Joel
deal.
Hilton original.
Well, for us here in Utah, Del Taco opened its first 6 stores in 1994.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I didn't really know or eat at a Del Taco until I was probably early 2000s, maybe even mid 2000s. I didn't really go much.
Yeah.
And
Speaking of mid,
yeah, yeah.
Del
And then
Taco.
I ended up
Okay.
moving to, and this is very sad for me, but I ended up moving to Lehigh at the point of the mountain.
Yeah.
Getting very regional. I apologize. And there was a Del Taco, and it was great because it was like a Maverick and a Del Taco, and I'm like,
Perfect.
What more do I need? And they were building a JCW's.
Stomach issues, clearly.
This is everything I need in the world. And recently, a couple of years back, I was in the area, and I went, yeah, I could do some Del Taco right now, and it's like a health food place now.
Oh.
It's like a brunch spot. I don't know. It's somewhere
unfair.
that I don't want to be. I bet you they serve salads there.
Can't-
And I'm like, what did we do to my Del Taco?
The year was 1997.
okay.
There was a Del Taco in Centerville
Wait, how come you're not old anymore?
on Restaurant Row in Centerville, Utah.
Okay.
And so I would go at
Why are you
lunch.
not old anymore?
Listen, I can't keep it up.
You commit to the bit, Kent.
I would go get lunch in high school. This is so stupid. Anyways, there was a Del Taco, and I realized how cheap it was and how it was a good replacement. Even though Taco Bell was cheap at the time, it was a pretty good replacement for Taco Bell. And I liked it. Also, I stole soda from there all the time, saying I was going to get a water cup, but I really get Sprite. And I remember going there a lot, and then they shut that one down. And I was like, well, I kind of have a
because you didn't
taste.
pay for Sprite.
I have a taste for it. And so every Monday and Thursday night, me and my buddies would watch wrestling for 2 hours, Raw or SmackDown, you name it. And then we drive to Roy, Utah, which is about 35
That's a
minutes
long ways
away.
away.
It's one of the
And we
originals.
get there past 11 and we get chili cheese fries and a bacon egg quesadilla because they serve breakfast after 11.
They've served breakfast from 11 p.m.
And
to
so
11 a.m.
I fell in love.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Then, I kind of stopped eating there. But then I was living in Provo when I was 21 years old. And I realized I don't have a lot of money. Where am I going to eat? Carl's Jr. $1 sandwiches. Del Taco, 3 tacos for $1, guys.
So Taco Tuesday, if you've never been to a Taco Tuesday, and they actually do Thursdays as well, but it's a little different deal. But on Taco Tuesdays at Del Taco, you can get, and now it's like 3 tacos for $1.99.
I will have it right here. Hold shortly.
3 hard or soft
Guys,
tacos.
value-
We've got on Tuesday
Bah.
from 3 to 11, you can get 3 snack tacos
Yep.
for $1.69.
It used to be regular tacos.
And then on Thursdays, you can get 3 grilled chicken tacos for $3.19.
Yeah.
So back in the day, that was a thing. But if you go on a Taco Tuesday, be prepared. It's busy. Like, wait in the drive-thru for a very long time or wait in line inside for a very long time.
I met Dirty Del on a Taco Tuesday.
Is that the guy that made the computers? And had all the guns?
Super Del and his little brother
We're
Dirty.
getting so regional right now. So, yes.
Guys, I'm just saying, I have a history with this place, probably more so than most fast food places we've talked about.
really?
Yeah, I didn't realize you
very
had such a
important times
passion
in my
for
life
the Del.
I didn't know that either.
Because I was poor and it was good. And they serve breakfast after 11 p.m. I'm all about that.
It's all about teens.
Yeah.
But I did want to point out that our last time we did a Mexican fast food restaurant was back in September of 2017.
Wait, did you put the quotes around that? Please put the quotes around Mexican food
Tex-Mex restaurant?
Okay, thank you.
I said fast food.
Okay.
But 2017, Taco Bell. That was a
Wow.
long time ago.
The first episode of Baconsale I ever listened to.
That's right.
Tender.
So when we were trying to decide what restaurant we wanted to do, this was when we came out. We're like, we've done a lot of burger places or sandwich places lately. Let's try a Mexican restaurant. So this we started the quest on January 22nd.
Which is late for us. Usually I eat my first item on December 29th.
well, we did a little
Before
vacation.
we officially start.
We did a little vacation.
We did a little vacation
Came
that
back
threw
and
us back a
planned.
bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, we were a little behind schedule. So January 22nd is when we started. I finished on March 3rd.
Disgusting, Joel. Joel, you ate 79.
That's almost 2 months.
No, you ate 79 items. You had them
Hold
every,
on. He
every
had
day
a
for lunch.
bite of 79 items.
No, I ate it all.
Like, listen, no, I'm not joking. Actually, you tell us.
No,
How many
literally.
times a week did you get Del Taco?
Literally, it was like, because there was one right by our work. And so it was
Answer
like,
the question, Joel.
I'd go once a day, sometimes twice a day.
Okay, that's a lot. I went 3
That's
times.
not a lot. It's like you have to eat lunch anyway. Why not do your lunch at Del Taco?
I went two
Disgusting.
to 3 times a week.
Yeah. No, I just kind of did. It was my lunch. Well, and weekends I usually took off.
So Joel, you won, obviously.
Yeah, you finished when?
March 3rd. Zach finished on March 28th.
Yes.
Listen, I just want some credit here.
And
Normally I do a diet that lasts until March.
Yes.
And I don't start till then.
So I finished on March 3rd. Zach finished on March 28th. Kent finished about 3 hours.
Yes, just barely.
No, Kent.
Come on.
Kent finished on April 16th.
That's pretty good.
But it was just funny because Zach and I were both like, hey, you done? You done? And if he was done enough, we could have aired this on Cinco de Mayo. Just saying.
Listen, I love how your OCD is mad at me. That's so silly. We're airing this on $4.99. Are you out of your mind?
Episode 499.
That's kinda good.
Which is the price of actually a few items at the Del Taco menu. Yes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, overall, I like to talk about the experience of going there. And most of the time, I would order on the app and go to the drive-thru. This is one where I didn't eat in the store hardly at all.
Okay.
But it's also because the one that was closest to me didn't offer pickup at the counter.
Oh.
When I ordered on the app, it was only delivery or drive-through.
How was your app experience?
The app's a little clunky.
It's really clunky.
Like,
Especially adding offers.
oh, the offers are the
Offers
worst.
are hard.
Because
Yeah.
you have to find the offer first. Then you have to load the offer, quote unquote. Then it goes into a completely different queue that you don't see
No.
until you're checking out.
And then you have to re-add it.
And then you have to go into the loaded
Guys,
offers.
that's hardly
and
an
put it
issue
there.
because how often are you actually getting decent offers? Rarely.
I had an offer almost every time. Well, I tried to.
My final item I ate on the menu was free.
Yeah.
I had multiple items in the
The
menu for
epic
free.
burrito.
And I
Because-
got a free
Because you
epic
do
burrito.
gain points as you
Yeah.
go along. And if you order in the app, it's automatically added. But I found out something.
Multiple free fries, multiple free shakes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I found out, though, that when you order in the app, it automatically adds the points to your thing. If you order at the counter, it does not. But then you just scan the receipt and then you enter like the store number. Mine did not give me the store number. I had to ask. It was like the area on the receipt was just blank. What was wrong with my store?
You always have the bad store.
Apparently.
I accidentally claimed the wrong reward, and I was stuck with it.
Oh.
And I had to go to breakfast again.
Yeah.
One extra time.
Once it goes into your loaded queue, it's there. And not only that, it expires.
It expires.
I
You
went
have,
in-
I think, a month.
So I went in to like check out my, like I went to go find an offer, and there was another offer I had loaded in there before we started the challenge. And I was like, oh crap, that's about to expire. I have to use that one.
Yeah.
But it's hidden from view.
Yeah.
It's very clunky.
I submitted a complaint twice saying I shouldn't be stuck with your offers. McDonald's, for example, if you claim an offer and you go, you know what? I've built my order and I changed my mind. I want to swap it out. They're like, fine.
The
Yeah,
talk
no
was
problem.
like, no, you deducted your points.
Switch it.
You
Yep,
bought it.
Yep.
You bought it.
You break it. You bought it.
It's yours now.
Final sale.
So I had
jerk.
one of my most embarrassing moments at a Del Taco drive-through.
Hello.
So I went and it was breakfast.
More embarrassing than say I don't want to feed starving children while eating a meat mountain.
No, but yes. Mostly because like you never want to be seen at a drive-through
Ever.
ever.
It is, first of all, it's my
Especially-
number one fear to be a regular
What do you mean you
anyway.
don't want to be seen at a drive-through? What does that
When
mean?
it's 8:30 in the morning, I just dropped the kids off at school. I was probably headed to the gym, and I'm like, oh, I got.
You want blind people to work at Del Taco?
I
What
got.
are you
No,
saying?
hold on. I got to get breakfast taken care of. You just don't want regular people to see you at a Del Taco in the AM. And then, and so I'm driving
What are
up.
regular people?
I'm driving up. The weather was kind of windy. It was kind of bad. I
Not
remember.
great, yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I don't actually. This actually isn't embarrassing for me at all. I see a guy on a scooter. He's on this
a
cute
35-year-old man on a scooter.
Razor scooter. Oh. And all of a sudden I look over, I'm like, nuh-uh.
It was Zach.
There's no way.
It was Zach.
Pulling up to Del Taco as I was in the drive-thru, and I was like, don't see me.
I literally, this drive-through is weird at this particular location where there's the sidewalk, then there's like 3 stairs, and then I had to walk through the drive-through.
Yeah.
Across it. I was constantly walking behind a Ford F-150
Yep.
to
Yeah.
get my food. And
Is this the one by me? Because I have the same issue.
Yeah,
You
pretty
park in the
much.
parking lot. You have to walk through
it
the
is
drive-through.
Cumbersome.
Yeah, it's a Del Taco thing apparently. Well, so I'm going along and I'm looking down because I'm walking up the steps and I've got the scooter and everything, and I look up and I go, oh, that looks just like Kent's car. And I look up and I make eyes with Kent.
Nice.
Went, oh, I guess we're both doing this challenge, huh?
But that's just it. To be seen there, if anyone was to see you, that's the one person you want to see you to go, oh, I know what you're doing.
But it's a moment of like, can we just finish this already?
Yeah, it's like, what are we doing here? It was a little bit awful.
man.
But I went inside the store. And so in the video, you'll see right now, I have the picture that shows us and our 2 orders right next to each other. And Kent had like, I think,
Oh my gosh.
900
I don't wanna hear
mild
it.
sauce packets.
Just in case they don't give you sauce the next time.
You know what? They are actually very good with the number of sauce packets.
They are.
I'd say
They're-
to this, to that, and it was
I think week 2 of the challenge, my location ran out. They were
sauces.
they were stingy with the sauces. They apologized and said, we don't have as many sauces as we usually do, so like only take what you need.
Eating inside is a little more dangerous because depending on where you are, like Ogden, for example,
You had some weird experiences.
you may have a woman dance in front of you and then possibly ask for money. It was
That
weird.
sounds weird out of context, Ken.
It's a Del Taco.
She came up and spoke to you
Here's
for
the
a
thing.
really weird long while, and then she started asking.
Yeah, she started asking
about your company,
banking questions.
banking
and all
questions,
that kind of stuff.
finances, and then she just kind of started dancing around.
Yeah.
and then
I call her Dirty Della.
asked the other.
actually.
She asked the other table for money though.
Yeah.
Did your locations have a play place?
No.
A couple did.
Yes.
Yes, the nicer ones did.
Yes, the one that was closest to my house growing up, there was a play place, and then the last one I went to, which is closest to my new job, they had a play place, but the one I spent most of my time at did not.
Can you imagine how sticky that crinkle cut slide is?
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
No, but my number one fear in the world is becoming a regular anywhere. I don't like it.
Sure.
I don't want to be known. And so this challenge is always very hard for me. And basically, I don't say anything until about halfway through when they realize I've been there a ton. And then I confess all of my sins to them.
Yeah.
And
I'm
I
on a
say,
podcast and blah,
I'm
blah,
eating
blah, blah, blah.
everything, blah, blah, blah. Well, what's annoying is once I tell them I'm strategically eating everything on the menu and I'll be reviewing it.
Yeah.
They're better at making my food. Whatever.
Sure, of course.
That's true. It's
Well-
got to be right.
I finished this challenge the first week I started my new job. And so I went to this one location 3 times. And after the first visit, this one guy is like running the place and doing the orders. He's an energetic guy. He's kind of a dad joke guy, loud voice. He's calling out names, making jokes, whatever. Hands me my food. I go back the second time, and he reads my name, and he's like, Westeros. Hands it to me.
Khaleesi.
So then I go back the third time. I use my coupon to eat my last item. I finish the challenge, and I walk out, or eat my food, and I walk out, and he goes, "Hey, thanks, Westeros. We'll see ya." And I'm like, I'm never in my life setting foot in this stupid store again.
You know, though, that he's going to be like, I think I offended him. He never came back again.
Yeah, well, he did.
He's looking for that scooter even today.
Here's the other thing.
I was driving my car.
Here's the other thing about ordering on the app and ordering in general is they don't make the food till you get there. You can order as in advance as you want, and then you get up there and you say, "Hey, I'm going to order
here.
for this."
Hey, Joel. Great.
That's fine.
It takes him 2 minutes.
Except for I would love it a little. Like I don't see the point of ordering on the app. It makes no difference whether you're in the store or whether you're on the app.
Well,
while you're driving.
for me.
I have an answer to this.
Yeah.
Okay.
I ordered, because I was very close. Blake's Barbershop is very close to Del Taco and Bountiful on 5th South. I would order, and then as soon as the order was done, they're like, "Let us know when you're here." I'm here.
Yeah,
And then I would,
you would?
walk a block up the road and get my food.
yeah.
It's pretty smart.
Also, they don't like. I went here sometimes with my kids. Like when I do these food challenges, I like to kind of bring my kids and have them try it and get their feedback.
Yeah.
And sometimes we share. Most of it was on my own, but like with my kids. But they don't have plastic knives at the Del Tacos.
Oh.
So when I go to share them, I literally have to like rip a burrito in half with my bare hand.
you feel manly?
And I got to the point
Lady
where
in the
I knew
Tramp
it was
burrito?
happening. I'd bring my
I would
own,
do that with you.
I'd bring my own plastic knife. I brought my own plastic knife with me a couple times to Del Taco. So I could cut
Little
the
Swiss
food.
Army man over here.
It was so pathetic.
That's awesome.
Oh, I did want to say that. So ordering at the drive-thru versus ordering in the app versus ordering in person. So app and in person, I didn't see much of a difference. But I'll tell you what, the line for the drive-thru, they definitely give priority.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I went in to order and I watched all the cars go and I'm like, wait a minute.
But here's the thing, order on the app, because as soon as you see that cluster full sign in the drive-thru, you get lost.
Super
You have-
overwhelmed.
It's a messy sign. Although
It's a really
they
messy
have
sign.
recently just revamped it to make it more simpler. I found that out.
Okay.
They revamped
Like
the menu
before we did the challenge?
Before we did the challenge,
Thank
like,
you.
actually just before, because I was talking to the very nice lady who worked at one of the ones I went to, and I was asking her a question about one of the menu items that didn't have anymore. She's like, "Oh yeah, we got rid of that." And I was like, "Oh yeah, what?" And she says, "Yeah, we actually corporate had us completely cut down our menu recently because they said it was getting too cumbersome or something like that." She didn't use the word
Because it was
cumbersome.
all more of the same.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Instead of being the same that it is now.
Guys, can we talk about the food and make everyone
Oh, we're 30 minutes in.
almost, because I want to know something. Well, no, I'll save that.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna
What
get
a
mad about
tease.
that. I was gonna get mad about
Build
that.
up.
What a
But
Del tease.
One of the things I noticed is when we're sitting in there, and this wasn't off menu, but it was there. There was on the napkin holder. There was an ad for a mini shake for $1.50.
Yeah.
And I was like, "What the heck is a mini shake?" And I looked on the app, and it wasn't there. And I'm like, "Oh, that doesn't make
Yeah,
any
it's
sense."
essentially a strawberry chocolate or vanilla shake in a Dixie bathroom cup.
Yeah, it's a tiny thing, but my kids loved it, and I was like, "More people." And I asked her, "Is this like a regular thing?" She's like, "Only some stores do it."
Yeah.
So you have to ask. But hey,
Yeah.
if you get a mini shake, that's great. And also, I'm a little bugged at Del Taco because it used to be on your birthday they'd give you a free shake straight up, but now it's a free shake with purchase. Lame.
Yeah.
And I don't like that I'd spent and I wouldn't order extravagantly. In fact, for the first little while there, I kind of misgauged how much food I needed.
Yeah.
So I'd be like, I'm going to order these 2 items. And I eat it and I'm like, I'm still insanely hungry.
Yeah.
So then I ordered something else. But there were times when I just order a regular meal and I'd spend like $15 for one meal at Del Taco.
It's ridiculous.
That's not cool. And like the burger meal deal actually did the math. And it's like, if you order the meal together versus the meal separate, you save like 50 cents, which isn't much,
Yeah.
but it's something.
Right.
But overall, I was just kind of like, man, it's getting so expensive at Del
really
Taco.
is.
So, yeah.
Food time.
Shall
food
we
time.
talk about...
Before we do,
Zach,
that's the reaction.
let's just sit back. We forget about this because we get carried away.
Has become tradition ever since that first McDonald's episode, I have a song.
Okay.
And it's my Del Taco song. And I'm going to sing it. And it's going to be ridiculous because I've really struggled with this one this year. But yeah, let's just do it.
Please.
Guac'd up. Get it guac'd up. You gotta get it guac'd up. What don't you get it guac'd up? I squeeze some Del Scorcho into the shell. You know, a chicken soft taco makes me feel so swell. A Mexican feast on the menu. Hold on, wait, they have burgers too. But something's bugging me, something ain't right. My best friends told me what it cost last night. Double digits for one meal, which is odd because you used to be a better deal. What happened to Del Taco? You used to be the cheapest place for nachos. What happened to Del Taco? When did your prices get so blinking high? What happened to Del Taco? Cause I'm not paying $12 for so-so. What happened to Del Taco? Yeah, take me elsewhere tonight. Those prices are too high. Yeah. Two takes.
But Joel, what a long song. I'm so proud of you.
I could not get the right key.
I mean, you jumped in right in with the Guac'd Up.
But yeah, George Michael, I am not. But do you guys know why I chose this song?
Because it's guacked up.
Guac'd up.
Wow.
But because if you rearrange the letters in George Michael's real name, which is Georgios Karakios Payantu, you get Del Taco.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right.
All right. Now that we've passed that ridiculousness, let's get into the categories.
All right, so we'll be taking turns, Zach. If you would read us our categories, which are generally the best and worst of the genres of foods they have.
We talk good? We talk bad?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do we want to do that order? Do you want to talk bad first?
No, good, bad.
Good, bad.
And then we'll end.
Whatever the order is on background bacon, so let's go with that.
Let's go with that. Okay, let's start.
Rules on Baconsale.
Then let's start our day
We don't want Zach to go off book again.
the Del Taco way with the best breakfast item. Did you know that Del Taco serves breakfast from 11 to 11, apparently?
Yeah.
But why?
Yeah. Who's going first?
You, please.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The best breakfast, and it's maybe a little odd, but I'm choosing the donut bites. They cost $1.79 in the
Is
description.
that a breakfast?
I ate it for
I
breakfast.
mean, it's an item.
Crispy donut bites sprinkled with cinnamon and sugar, perfect for breakfast or a grab-and-go snack. That's the official description. Perfect for breakfast. That's right there.
Yeah.
These were delightful.
Yeah, they were
they were warm. They tasted fresh. They were very satisfying. I don't know if that was a morning where I was like at a robotics competition for one of my sons and I was really hungry. Went and grabbed it and I brought it back and I was like, oh, this is like manna from heaven. This is so good.
Yeah, they're good.
So yeah, the donut bites is my choice for best breakfast.
So I had an actual breakfast item, and then I thought, that got a B-. Like, that's not super great.
Because their breakfast isn't very good.
So donut bites is the best breakfast. Finger boop. You've already explained them. I just said in my notes, welp, I love them. They're a secondary, we'll get there, but they're a good dessert. They're kind of on the dessert/breakfast menu.
Yes. Yeah.
Every meal that you get from Del Taco should come with 2 of these. I think it should be a side.
At least one.
With every meal.
How many actually come with it? It's like a 4-piece or something like that, or 5-piece, or there's no way of knowing.
Yeah, please find out. But you just need 2 of these poppers, and you're a happy person.
Don't say poppers with these. Poppers are a different
Okay,
thing.
donut bites.
4-piece.
Certainly are there.
Yeah.
These are so good.
They are.
They are so good.
Okay.
I really considered putting them on there, but in the spirit of breakfast, I had to pick something a little
fine.
more conventional.
Breakfast.
The spirit of breakfast. Now, Del Taco is a taco place.
Yeah.
It's a burrito place. So you might think that the burritos would be a go-to or something good. More on that later. But you look at it and you go, whatever. I'll just get that item. I'll get it in a combo meal with an orange juice that to me is battery acid. I can't drink, so I just give it away.
Yeah.
Give it away now.
And then you go, well, sure, it's a hash brown stick. How good can it be? And the answer is, their hash brown sticks are the greatest I have ever had. They are so
Weren't you a
delicious.
little mad they weren't French toast sticks, though?
Well, they were like kind of slimy.
No, mine were
Crispy?
perfect.
With the crispy?
They were crispy. I got them 3 times. And they were great
I just remember the bag
Great.
was really greasy.
every time. No, mine were absolutely perfect. Now I'm scared to get them anywhere else ever
Wow.
again. They were a magical experience, which may have been because the burrito I was eating with them was so bland.
Okay.
But I loved
Because there was sodium in them. And
yes, I loved the hash brown sticks.
Wow.
Because
Okay.
apparently mine had the good ones.
Yeah.
Now, Kent, worst breakfast.
It's going to sound weird because it sounds delicious, but it's the bacon, egg, and cheese roller. This is scrambled eggs, fresh house-grated cheddar cheese, zesty red sauce, and a choice of egg and cheese or crispy bacon rolled in a
Zesty's-
warm flour tortilla.
Zesty's doing a lot of work in that
not-
sentence.
My notes are, oh no, it's actually worse with bacon because you can get this just cheese roll or like an egg and cheese roller.
Yeah, they have the options. Like most breakfast places,
Yeah.
it's like you can get the egg and cheese version, the egg and bacon, or the egg and sausage. They don't have a sausage, but
No.
Yeah, they
So,
have options.
Growing up when I was a late teen, back in 1997, they had bacon strips and
Why'd
they
your
were
voice go
salty
away?
and they were, the bacon has become bacon cubes of sort. They're bacon bits that are kind of moist.
No, my notes here say all the bacon at Del Taco seems like leftover scraps and pieces of bacon left over from breakfast.
What happened?
I don't know.
Okay. I said the chew was decent, which is not a good thing,
No.
but it doesn't contribute to the taste. This got a D+. I hated this breakfast item. Zach, what about
Understandable.
This was what was yours?
Bacon, egg, and cheese roller.
The bacon, egg, and cheese
Not
roller.
the burrito, the roller.
Okay, so I picked the bacon, egg, and cheese burrito.
Okay.
Which is like a roller, but more mediocre. It's just more of it.
Sure.
The eggs are the most flavorless, like liquid garbage egg. The sauce, how is the red sauce have no flavor?
Yeah.
No, it's like, no, but it does have a flavor and it's not good for mornings.
Pungent. They call it
It's not good.
pungent.
And every burrito I had, but this one in particular, it's like, this is so wet. I don't know why.
Dripping.
This is, every breakfast burrito was terrible. And this one to me, now.
Well, they clean the eggs with water when you order it.
Shout out to the egg and cheese burrito, which is maybe the most boring thing I've ever had.
Yeah.
And I think it's probably technically worse than the one with bacon, but the bacon is such a letdown.
Yeah.
That, I'm with you there. So bacon, egg, and cheese.
Okay, mine was
breakfast
mine was
burrito.
pequeño. Yours is grande.
Yes. See.
We're going
Joel.
back pequeño because I actually chose the egg and cheese breakfast roller.
So the egg and cheese roller, so boring.
But truth be told, I could have put any of the burritos or rollers on
They're
here.
all bad.
Because all their breakfast stuff includes the zesty red sauce, the red enchilada sauce they put in there, and that's not a great start to breakfast. Like, I think I put this one because it was the first experience. I was like, oh, that's terrible. Oh, and I'm like, who wants enchilada sauce this early in the morning? Just have egg and cheese. That's fine. Just have egg and cheese.
Yeah.
But the carne, like they had one with like carne asada that was made it a little more palatable. The bacon somewhat made it a little better, but the bacon wasn't that good. But overall, just the breakfast was not impressive.
Don't do it.
Yeah, if you even a little bit want fast food burrito or that type of flavor profile in the morning, go find yourself a breakfast crunch wrap, please.
Something like that.
Like those, they're much better at Taco Bell.
Yeah,
So,
if you're listening, Del Taco, get rid of the zesty red sauce.
Get rid of breakfast.
Put a salsa on
or
there.
bring back the bacon egg quesadilla.
ketchup.
okay. Moving forward, we are talking about Del Taco, so we might as well talk about the best taco.
I mean, yeah.
Zach,
Let's end the show here.
Start us, Zach.
Okay, this is a little bit weird, but
What
did
is
you
the best
know?
taco from Of the Taco?
Of the taco, they actually serve kind of a real taco, and it's pretty good, but it has a real stupid name. The one I liked best was the carne asada steak street taco chicken. You see, it's a carne asada steak taco, but they take off the carne asada steak
They put
and they
chicken on
put
there.
chicken instead.
That was actually a tasty one. They put like the
yes.
verde sauce on
Yes,
there.
because it has a
Yeah.
sauce. You don't need to add anything to it. It actually tastes kind of like a street taco. The portion is actually decently generous, and it's very tasty.
It just seems generous because the tortilla is so small.
I'm fine with that. But it was more full than I was expecting, and the flavor profile was, I thought, really good. The carne asada taco was good as well, but I
How
preferred
did you
the
feel
chicken
about
over.
having it 2/3 cilantro?
I love cilantro, so it worked out great.
2/3, way more than the chicken.
I'll take all the thirds.
I actually thought the street tacos were actually quite tasty.
And I was just happy that I'm like, this is more than a fast food taco. This is almost something that you might actually order at a restaurant.
Don't get me wrong. If I want a street taco, I'm going to like the cart that we usually go to in
No,
Ogden that
for sure.
I enjoy.
Yeah.
That's why I say almost.
Yeah.
It's almost real.
But it was like, oh, that was good.
Yeah.
What about you, Joel?
I'm getting hungry. The best taco, in my opinion, and probably one of the best menu items at Del Taco is the grilled chicken taco.
It's the grilled chicken soft
Grilled
taco.
chicken, soft taco. This is $1.79, 210 calories. Here's the description. Freshly grilled, marinated chicken, savory secret sauce, crisp shredded lettuce, and fresh house-grated cheddar cheese in a warm flour tortilla.
Here's what's interesting about this, because I agree.
Oh, okay.
It is
Finger boop again?
Yeah, finger boop. It is not the like tastiest thing on the menu, right? Because you have to add the Del Scorcho, which, by the way, always add Del Scorcho.
Del Scorcho is like, this is
Honestly,
the perfect combination.
best thing on the menu, probably Del Scorcho sauce.
Well, with the chicken taco. But then you remove the special sauce, don't you?
I do.
That's weird.
White sauce.
Because the white sauce with the Del Scorcho is what makes
It's an
magic.
okay mix. It's not bad, but I think like the taste profile, you're like, this is good, but because it's kind of cheap still, sort of, that you're like, this is a good experience.
It's
This is what I
cheaper.
came for. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you go there on
But
a
do you-
Thursday and you get three for
do you-
like $3.
Yeah. Do you prefer the crunchy or the soft?
Oh, soft.
Because like the crunchy version of this,
No.
No, I agree. The crunchy Del Taco
Yeah.
is
Yes.
better
Yes.
than the soft, like the meat.
The beef
But
is
then
better with the
if you
crunchy.
get the chicken, you got to go soft.
Chicken is
It's a
soft.
weird combo.
That's how it
and
works.
for me, I didn't talk about this, but one of the main times that I eat at Del Taco is actually when I'm driving from Utah to Southern California to go to Disneyland. We stop at Barstow and we eat Del Taco, and I always get me at least 3 chicken soft tacos.
Yeah.
I mean, it's awesome.
good,
So
right?
I don't disagree with you at all. I think I was just
but we
really
also chicken. The best
yeah.
taco.
Yeah.
The best taco at Del Taco is chicken tacos?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, especially some experiences that I had. Well, let's talk about the worst taco. And for me, this is super easy. I hope you guys have the same answer. Joel, what do you got?
I'm going to try to do this in one breath. Beer battered crispy fish taco made with stone buena veza, salt, and lime lager.
I knew you would pick that for something, so
I know.
you could have the long title.
Yes.
This is the worst, Joel.
This is the worst taco.
No.
$3.20 for the smallest fish taco you've ever had.
the value is not great. I'll give you that.
By the way, description: a crispy beer battered wild caught Alaskan pollock fillet topped with crunchy shredded cabbage, savory secret sauce, pico de gallo, wrapped in a warm corn tortilla and served with a fresh cut lime wedge. So this is one where I went into it knowing I probably wasn't going to like it, so I ate.
We
lunch
always say that
before
on these
getting it.
challenges, like, oh, the fish thing is going to be gross, but they're actually kind of good sometimes.
I think it was because here's the thing: I don't really like fish, so I didn't like it that much.
Yeah.
But it wasn't horribly offensive. But it was because it was this teeny tiny taco, and it was a fish taco, and I paid over $3 for it, and it had a little lime there that I squoze on it, but I really was like, it's kind of meh, kind of mid. Which that's the weird thing about Del Taco is I noticed other episodes, other food menu challenges we've done, there have been some really high highs and some very low lows. This is all like on a scale of 10,
Right in
this
the
is like
middle.
the 7 to 3 range.
It all exists in the middle.
It's just kind of mid.
I gave items a 9s and 10s, but they are Del Taco 9s and 10s. A Del Taco 10
Like
is
a 5
taco
on an
The
airplane.
Del Taco curve, a bell
Yeah.
curve. Oh, they don't have a bell curve.
Oh,
They
have a Del curve.
Del
Del
Taco
curve,
10
yeah.
is a Taco Bell 7. The
Del curve.
Easy.
For me, the worst taco is the crispy chicken guac'd up Chipotle taco. This
So
thing is
when-
disgusting.
When you guys heard,
Absolutely
when you guys heard
awful.
crispy chicken, did you think
Okay,
it was going to be
okay.
a crispy taco?
Maybe a slight crunch. to
Zach,
it.
paint a
Would be
picture.
nice.
Zach, paint a picture of what their crispy chicken is.
Crispy, you think, okay, oh, maybe it's going to be breaded chicken.
Yeah.
Is it going to have a little bit of crunch to it?
It's breaded.
Chicken finger, right? Like a
chicken
thick chicken
finger?
finger.
It's breaded with white bread.
No, take a bad stale dino nugget, stretch that out a little bit, and just wrap it in a tortilla.
so bad.
It's flat.
It's 2D.
It is inhuman.
There's no taste to it whatsoever.
But
It
the,
is
that's
offensive.
the saving grace of this for me was the Chipotle sauce.
No, because the Chipotle sauce does not mix with what I consider to be gross there. Their guac at Del Taco is not good.
but
And
Ken-
you put that with Chipotle sauce.
You got to get it guacked up.
No. Okay. I love it because of you, but I think everything they put in there, because I like Chipotle sauce, I think it was a bad mixture. I hated this experience.
And I hated every single one of these, regardless of the sauce. I mean, I think I preferred the
every
ranch a
crispy
little bit.
chicken thing.
No, the first
Every crispy chicken taco.
the first time I ordered it, I ordered a crispy chicken taco. I thought it was going to be a crispy shell with
No.
chicken in it.
Yeah.
But it was the inside was supposed to be crispy. It was like
Yeah.
a breaded chicken. I was like, oh, that's messed up.
No, these are terrible.
You could shank someone with your crispy chicken.
No, you slap them around a bit, and it's a rubbery thing. It's not there.
It's sharp.
The one that I had, one of the ones that I had, because I unfortunately had to have several of these
Yeah.
stupid pieces of chicken. They were completely like rock hard, basically overcooked or stale on one side and mushy on the other side.
Yeah.
Like it got cooked in the fryer, floating at the top, and never got flipped once.
You may talk about it. One of you guys may talk about it later, but the shrimp was not much better.
Yeah,
It was mostly lettuce, and the shrimp was completely
talk
flavorless
about
and
it.
rubbery.
overcooked and rubbery.
okay.
Yes. Oh, so I agree with you, Kent. Crispy chicken taco, guacked up. Nope.
Guacked up.
Pass. Okay, back to what's good. Best burrito.
Yes.
I was never blown away by the burritos. I think they're better at tacos than they are burritos. They don't know burrito management.
They're not Del Burrito?
Now they have epic burritos.
Burrito management.
Of many different types.
Their burrito menu is the most confusing.
It's kind of like they're stoners making big, fat burritos.
Put fries in it.
They put fries in it. They go bold, as they say. Am I going first on this one?
Well, let's just be real quick. If we're talking like the epic burritos, there's the epic Cali bacon, the epic combo, epic loaded queso,
means
epic
nothing
fresh guacamole.
to anybody.
And then there's chicken and there's carne asada and then there's meat. It's very confusing menu.
Yeah.
The best burrito, in my opinion, was the, and I don't love the epic ones, but it was the epic loaded queso carne asada burrito. Okay. This is loaded with freshly grilled carne asada steak, crinkle cut fries, signature creamy queso blanco, fresh house of grated cheddar cheese, and pico de gallo wrapped in a warm, oversized flour tortilla. This is a Cali burrito with an epic queso flavor. And I'm saying that this was one of the last epic burritos I had. And I was like, I'm just not hungry for this kind of stuff anymore. But you had fries. I was like, yep, I like this. You add queso to that. This is good. And
This one was scalding hot when I got it because of the queso.
oh yeah, that makes sense. I don't like the chicken unless it's a chicken soft taco. I think chicken kind of ruined it. It was always really runny.
The chicken in the burrito did not work nearly as
Yet
well.
somehow the carne asada is better than the carne asada steak at Taco Bell. I think their carne asada at Taco Bell is pretty good. And yeah, it all mixed in really well. It felt like a cheap burrito because it's just steak and fries, right? That's all it is. But for me, it was the best. B+.
What did you pick?
The epic loaded queso carne asada burrito.
I chose the epic grilled carne asada loaded queso burrito.
Yeah.
I'd maybe have a different name.
Is that the same one then?
It's the same one.
The same one.
Okay.
I chose the epic loaded carne asada, whatever, because
the queso.
I got it midway through the challenge. I was working that day. It was a fairly busy day, and I kind of needed to go and get food quickly. I had a short window, and I was like, I'll just eat Del Taco, whatever. Who cares? And I had to stop when I was eating. I went, oh my, is this delicious?
Is this a Taco Bell 7?
Is this actually so good? I had a fantastic experience. It was delicious. Mike in the barbershop was like, what did you get? It smells amazing. It was so good.
Meanwhile, the chef's like, Westeros likes his meal today.
Westeros here over here. No, it was so good. I was shocked because, and maybe we'll talk about it later, I had atrocious experiences with the carne asada, but this one was amazing.
Okay.
It was so
The queso
delicious.
covered it.
Yes, I think the queso and
I think the
fries.
queso's good.
The queso and the fries
Yeah.
fix everything because there are other epic loaded burritos that I had that I didn't like near as much.
Yeah.
And I also really enjoyed the chicken variant of this, where I'm not a huge fan of some of the chicken burritos, but basically I want fake cheese and fries in a burrito.
What is it, by the way, with Del Taco and burritos not having beans in them?
Yeah.
They don't have
anything but
They have
beans.
something against beans in their burritos. It's just weird to me. Like every time I saw a burrito,
there's one of these that we'll talk about it.
yeah, we'll get
beef
there.
and bean.
Yeah, we'll get
I see why they don't put beans in there, let's just say. Joel, what's the best?
Well, it's funny you should say that because I chose the Del Combo beef and bean burrito.
Really?
That's my favorite burrito. And I'll say this, it was like ratatouille.
We sucked back in.
I bit into this burrito, and all of a sudden, I was a teenager riding around with my brother, and we were going to Taco Maker, and I get the combo burrito there.
Okay.
Because this is, by the way, $4.40, 470 calories. Seasoned beef, slow cooked beans made from scratch, fresh house grated cheddar cheese, and zesty red sauce wrapped in a warm flour tortilla. So I actually tried to order the epic combo burrito, but they gave me the regular one. Just the order didn't work. And I said, I like it. It's just like a moist, delicious. It was. I think I called it a wet burrito.
You have to hold it so carefully so that it doesn't just ooze out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said, this reminds me of those combo burritos Taco Maker. I would definitely get it again. And then I got the epic one, and it's a big boy burrito.
Yeah.
That burrito's big.
It's like too much of it.
Well, you get lettuce, tomato, onions, and sour cream, I think, in it.
Yeah.
But it's $2 more expensive. And I'm like, this cheaper version, this became a new favorite of mine where I'm like,
okay.
oh, hello.
Wow. All right.
I will get you again.
Okay. Now let's go into our worst burrito. I will start with the Del Combo beef and bean burrito. No, actually, in all fairness, I did pick the epic.
Yeah.
burrito.
Okay.
The epic combo beef and bean burrito, which I unlovingly call Jabba the burrito. I hated eating this thing. It was a miserable experience because it was just this weird sludgy slug in my hand. And every bite you took, all you did was force it further down
Yeah.
the tortilla.
You get the balloon bigger and bigger.
It
at the
was
bottom.
like by the end of it, I had like 2 hands and it's like a bowl.
Gack.
yeah.
It was awful because there's no structure to this burrito.
No.
This needs fries or something.
Yeah.
And it's just this weird, gooey mass of almost edible food.
Yeah.
I absolutely hated it. This is the only item on the menu I didn't finish. I could not finish. I got about 2/3 of the way through and went, I hate this, and I threw it away.
But because of the experience, not the taste.
I hated the taste too.
It's so bland.
Their beans mixed with their meat, awful.
I loved it.
I owe it.
All right, Joel, what about you?
For worst?
The worst.
Well, I actually chose the 8-layer veggie burrito.
Yeah, it's not great
Because
not great.
470, 520 calories, slow cooked beans made from scratch, cilantro lime rice, fresh house made guacamole, fresh house grated cheddar cheese, crisp shredded lettuce, fresh diced tomatoes, zesty red sauce, and cool sour cream wrapped in a warm flour tortilla. And honestly, it's bad, but it's mid bad. This is if you took 7-layer dip and put it inside a burrito. It was just kind of this cold burrito experience. It was bland. It just felt like it was missing something. And this was I don't think
crunch.
This
Probably.
was one of the few ones where it had beans in it, and I was like, meh. But yeah, worst burrito, 8-layer veggie burrito. Not a fan.
All right.
Oh, I should also clarify. There's probably other ones I could have picked, but we can only use one per category.
Yeah.
Excluding our top 5, bottom 5 in usual order.
I went specialty for the worst one. I went with the crispy jumbo shrimp burrito.
Yeah.
Is a big
That was
shrimp
close.
burrito.
Yeah.
And guess what? I had a pleasant shrimp experience and horrible shrimp experiences, which is weird. I'll get to this. But so I was kind of looking forward to this. I'm like, you know what? It could be good. It could have like this sweet shrimp
The sauce
taste.
was okay.
It's mayo and cold yucky shrimp. There was something about it where I didn't either get like a sweet sauce with it or something. Yeah. So I had to fill it with Del Scorcho and try. The shrimp was sour and cold.
Ew.
Yeah.
And
shrimp
so
was bad.
I couldn't finish this one. I gave it a D-. Super disappointment. Although I don't know why I was disappointed because it's a shrimp burrito from Del Taco.
Yeah.
Like, what was I hoping for?
Well, and they really skimp on the shrimp. It's like mostly lettuce or cabbage or whatever. They call it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like 3 shrimp in there.
Also cold.
Yeah.
Like even though it was supposed to be hot, like this isn't a wrap, it's a burrito.
Yeah.
Why is it so cold?
Yes.
Yeah. Not great. Okay. Ooh, this is getting tough. Let's get positive
Yeah.
again.
Okay, good.
Let's have the best non-taco / non-burrito item.
Yes.
And there's not a lot of choices here.
Well, I mean, there's like quesadillas and nachos and fries.
That we're going- okay.
You can do that,
Yeah.
or you
But
can do like the
nachos?
Did we pick the same thing?
What did you pick, Kent?
Well, I think it's Joel, right?
Joel, what did you pick?
I picked the double Del cheeseburger.
What did you pick, Kent?
It's something I said I would never enjoy, but I picked the double Del bacon cheeseburger.
Well, why pick the double Del cheeseburger? I'll go with the double Del bacon as well. Both
Yeah.
are delicious.
See, I didn't like the bacon as much. I thought
This was the best version of the bacon I had.
but the bacon on the double Del is like chopped up bacon, not strips.
I know.
You just
I know.
sprinkle it on
Yeah,
there.
I did officially agree with you. I
Yeah.
picked the double Del. That's what I would go to.
2 100% beef patties grilled to order, 2 slices of American cheese, 2 fresh tomato slices, burger sauce, crisp shredded lettuce, and diced onions on a grilled sesame seed bun.
People talk about this.
$4.99, guys, like this episode.
Hey.
People talk about this burger, and I'm like, come on. The Del
Taco.
The Del cheeseburger. This is so stupid. And then you get it, and you're like,
It's
wow, you guys should make
actually
more of
really
these.
It's surprisingly good. Like, I'm
it's
not
like
saying
of good quality.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's the best burger ever, but it certainly is
But for the
better than I
price-
expected from
for
a
the
fast
price,
food
it's really
Mexican
filling.
restaurant.
If we were just ranking burgers, which we could do in an episode,
Top 5.
it would be fairly high.
Yeah.
It tasted similar to a Big Mac, but better.
Oh,
Agreed.
If it was
way better than Big
if
Mac.
a Big Mac had quality. No, it was actually felt like it was good.
My son
quality.
described the burger. My young son described the burger as quote creamy, which
I don't like that.
I don't really like it, but I got what he was going for.
Also, when you order
Buns
this in
good.
the drive-thru or through the app, and you do have to wait for it to be cooked. This will take a little bit longer than anything else.
Yeah.
Worth the wait. This is delicious.
I could
Why?
not.
But why?
I don't know, but I heartily recommend this item.
Here's why. Because I'm so tired of this fake Tex-Mex food. I need a burger. Oh my gosh, this is decent.
Yeah, not
and you're
all-
like, this is the best thing on the menu.
It's not like, you go to a Chinese restaurant and they also serve chicken nuggets for
Yeah.
the kids.
Yeah.
It's not that. It's
That's what-
actually good.
They put some care into it.
If Del Taco
Yeah.
decided to ditch the tacos and just became a burger place with that at its base, it would easily be one of the top burger places.
I
for
will
me.
say this: like the sauce is a sweeter sauce. Like it's like kind
I
of
like it.
that Thousand Island kind of thing.
Yeah.
If it gets too much on there, I didn't like it.
Okay.
But the one I had of just the burger, I was like, oh,
Right,
pretty
mix.
good. I kind of like that.
It's like a better
Okay.
Culver's to me. Okay, the burger's good. You should get it. If you're scared, don't be. Let's talk
Don't
about
be scared of Del Taco's burgers.
Let's talk about the worst non-taco, non-burrito.
I hope you guys agree with me.
Okay.
I think Del Taco is like, hey, what's Dairy Queen doing these days? Oh, chicken strips and fries?
I chose the 3-piece chicken, crispy chicken and fries box.
See, that's weird because I chose the 3-piece crispy chicken and fries box.
Yes, finger boobs all around. Okay,
here we go.
Go on.
So bad.
3 pieces of crispy, quote unquote,
they're not.
chicken strips layered over crinkle cut fries with the choice of creamy ranch or chipotle dipping sauce.
They're crispy like
$5.49, 750 calories.
Do you guys remember the YouTube channel, the salad fingers?
Yes.
Yeah, those are what the chicken strips are to me.
They're crispy like a soggy brick. I can't explain it, but that's what they are.
We mentioned it before, but these are flat rubber. In fact, my notes say here these are flat rubbery pieces of chicken. But I was so hungry, I ate them.
They're abhorrent.
The only
Now-
flavor is salty.
Salty. And sometimes not even that.
Yeah.
By the way, if you get the fries, get the, for me, I like the well done fries. I like
Well
extra
done,
crispy.
crinkle
Because we did when we did our menu challenge, we said get well done and get not.
It's a good
but,
call.
in this box, I got less fries than I expected. It's like
Yeah,
a little tiny box.
Now, you said the burger would be a top burger, right? If you were to get that.
Easy.
This is the worst chicken strip that you can get at any fast food place.
I know we didn't. I don't think we included them on
We
our,
didn't,
on our
because I
chicken
don't know
nugget
if they
chicken strip
existed.
thing.
Right.
But it's not good. It's not good at all.
It's a mistake. I saved this near to the end because I'm like, they don't specialize in this. Maybe they'll surprise me. No.
No, they make the chicken stars look like they are real.
Yeah.
You'd wish on a chicken star.
You would wish on a chicken star over these. They are so
You
bad.
guys got after me for liking the
Chicken rings and chicken
at
stars,
Arctic
yeah.
Circle.
I know.
These are much worse.
They are.
much.
Oh. Okay, thank you. I'm glad we agree.
We all agree on those two. The best. I thought for sure you guys were going to pick one of the quesadillas or something like that.
We'll
or the
get to
nachos.
There's a spot
Yeah.
for quesadillas
Okay,
on this
okay.
list. All right, what about best side?
All right, Zach, you're first on this one.
I think that there's a lot of side options, but in my mind, I could also consider, and I almost did, like I'll get a burrito and a soft taco as a side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I could say chicken soft taco here. However, in the spirit of a side, I was shocked at how much I really liked the chips and queso. I thought
Their queso's good.
the chips are nice and thin, more like a Chili's chip.
But how
And
do you fit it inside that little?
you can't fit it inside the cup. You kind of just
Yeah.
got to dump it on a little bit.
Yeah.
Were you guys' chips not over salted?
Mine were.
Mine were great.
Mine
Yeah.
were over salted almost every time I
It's
got
all
it.
the,
I knew what I was getting.
all the times I had them, they were great. And the queso has a good flavor to it. It's not total fake cheese. It has a little bit of kick to it, just a teeny bit.
Yeah, it's
I
good.
thought it was fantastic, and I got it a couple times just for fun.
All right.
What about you, Joel?
So mine's almost an off menu item because you can't really order it on the app anymore, but you can order it in store because I chose the queso loaded fries.
Yeah.
So $5.40, 660 calories, crinkle cut fries topped with seasoned beef, signature creamy queso blanco, fresh house grazed I can never say that. Fresh house grated cheddar cheese, fresh diced tomatoes, and cool sour cream and sliced jalapenos. So I tried to this is on our menu. I tried to order them on the app, but they weren't there anymore. And so I looked online, and
Weird.
people on Reddit were saying you can still order them in the store.
I
So
was
got
able to
them.
order on the app.
And yes, the fries were a little soggy, but they were covered with queso, so I forgave that. I would definitely get these again, queso loaded fries.
Soggy loaded items is going to be a theme here.
Don't plan on eating it with your fingers. Just get a fork.
Yeah,
Yeah, actually.
they're pretty good.
No knives, but forks.
What about you, Kent?
Mine is not a side, but it's on the side menu. Mine is an entree. It's the carne asada steak fries. This was one of the better items that I had at Del Taco
Was this the
altogether.
big boy though?
Yeah, it was a big boy.
Yeah, these are ones where I was like, this is not a side. This is a meal.
It was a meal. I wish there was a little more steak, but it was a good mix of everything that was just really paired well together. So I give this an A-. I really, really enjoyed this.
Yeah.
But it is a full-on fry dinner.
It's big. It's shareable.
It is.
The nachos too.
Yeah.
What about the worst side? What? Who are we starting with?
Joel on this
Oh,
one.
it was me?
Okay.
The worst side, oddly enough, is the chili cheddar fries. So $4.90, 570 calories. Crinkle cut fries topped with beefy chili and fresh house grated cheddar cheese.
Hardcore disagree.
These are sad fries. The chili was like dumped on like half the fries.
Yeah.
So like half was soggy, half was cold. And then they like had the like deluxe version where you can add like sour cream, onions, and tomatoes on it. But it's just, the fries were just bland and not good. And they got cold so quick. And it was just heavy.
Yeah,
Like this weighed
it
in
is.
my stomach. I actually avoided this one for a long time. I didn't get it till near the end of the challenge. And when I did, I was like, I'm just disappointed by this. So yeah, it's a mid bad, but it's still
get
the
it.
worst.
A worse side for me is the crunch tostada.
That's a bad one too.
The presentation of this is hideous. You think you're going to go get a
side,
tostada?
though?
I saw it as a side because it's not big.
Like this is like the Mexican pizza's hillbilly
like
cousin.
$2.
It's a small plate, and it is like you think of Del Taco, you're like, oh, Mexican pizza. It's like amazing, right?
And Taco Bell.
Yeah, sorry, Taco Bell. Yeah, jeez, that's crazy.
Yes.
The cheese is tasteless. The lettuce was soggy. The beans are cold, and the shell tasted old. And it was just super dry. I made it 4 sharp bites in. I cut my mouth. I turned into the Joker. That's how I got those scars. This is one of my first experiences, and I said Del Taco is going to be cursed. Thankfully, this is one of the worst things I had. But the crunch tostada is the
And the thing about this one too is it's the flat little like tortilla.
Yeah.
With like bland beans and a bland sauce.
Mine looks like it was made when the power went out, and they kind of just threw things at an old shell.
Yeah. It's
I
not
hated
good.
it.
It really was. Yeah, that was such a disappointment. And also they trademarked the name Crunchada.
Yeah.
What is it?
Crunchtada
tostada.
Crunchada. And they trademarked it. I'm like, yeah,
Get rid of it.
you don't.
Zach, what about you?
Oh, the worst side is easily the deluxe chili cheddar fries.
Oh, deluxe.
I didn't like the addition of the sour cream, the tomatoes, and the onions. There's something about the flavor profile of this where I just go, no, I don't like it. The chili is not good.
It made
It's
me
like,
sad.
hey, we have some leftover taco meat. Let's just turn it into chili.
Yeah.
Make
And-
it witter.
Ew, I didn't like these, and my body didn't like me having these at all. I got quite sick from it.
Yep.
And as much as the burgers are great, and I do like the crinkle cut fries a lot, these were terrible.
Okay.
Now let's talk about the best dessert.
We all agree. Guys,
We have to all agree.
I
let's say
almost
it
got these for you tonight.
Let's say it at the three. Let's say it at the same time. 3, 2, 1.
Caramel cheesecake bites.
You say caramel?
I say caramel.
I said caramel.
We had this fight earlier
I know.
today. Zach, did you not say the caramel cheesecake bites?
Strawberry shake.
Well, okay. That is
The
my,
strawberry shake.
That is my runner-up.
Let's begin. These are honestly incredible.
Mine
Del
were
Taco-
weird and sour.
Here's the description. Piping hot bundles of sweet cheesecake and gooey caramel enveloped in a light, crispy shell.
I just kissed
Yum,
him.
yum, yum.
I kissed the air for these.
And for 2-piece, you get $3.79. These are 410 calories.
the first time I got these, it was like 11 at night, and I was like, "Oh, this is going to be a disaster." They were fresh. They were piping hot. They're sweet, but they're rich as well.
They're like little egg rolls with a cream filling. It's like a cannoli and an egg roll had a beautiful child together. Oh. And they're a little messy. They're a little messy when you bite
It's
like
a delicious child.
all the delicious cheesecake caramel cream starts pouring out.
I got these 4 times in my Del Taco experience.
4 times?
I almost got them for you guys tonight as a little gift.
Why didn't you?
I'm sorry. I feel bad now. Apparently, Zach doesn't like them.
Hey, keep in mind, I have only liked cream cheese for less than a year.
That's true. That's
It
true.
wasn't
cream
until
cheese.
June of last year when we had our bacon sale
Novice.
retreat
Yeah.
where I was like, I have to test all these cheeses. And I went, do I like cream cheese now? I have not had a slice of cheesecake since that all happened.
These are so
But
good.
I had these and I was really impressed with the texture. Like the crisp on the outside, the soft inside.
Oh, my
the
goodness.
caramel flavor, so good. And
I'm drooling.
it was the closest thing, and it did give me just slight thoughts about the caramel apple empanada from Taco Bell, which
Yeah.
made a brief comeback this past year. These are very good. They were up there, but my choice is the strawberry shake because
Which
I
is my
think they
second.
do a really good job
They
with
do.
shakes. I
Yeah.
think that they
They're
actually
basic,
feel like
but-
good quality.
Well,
Yeah.
they do okay because sometimes
they do. Well, I don't know.
it's always a vanilla shake, and then they either add in chocolate syrup, and then they add in strawberry, and then sometimes they half-heartedly mix it up, and it's kind of like, that's sad.
Yes, I've had a couple chocolate shakes that are vanilla at the bottom,
Yep.
a lot of chocolate at the top, and I
But
have
when
to
you
do a
have an
little work.
employee who cares and it's mixed right,
But the strawberry is the way to go for me.
Strawberry's the best.
Especially, I am a fry dipper. I will admit.
Yeah.
There is something about a crinkle cut fry, nice and salty,
how about the surface area?
dipped into a strawberry shake.
You go bold.
It is so good.
All right.
I
Okay.
love it.
So tell us about the worst one. The
worst dessert.
To me, there's not a ton of
Guess what?
worst.
They're great at dessert.
Yeah, no. Where
There's not that many to
where
start,
all of
but
the
they're good.
all of the breakfast is bad. All of the desserts are good.
Mm-hmm.
So by default, I just picked the mini cinnamon churros because they're kind of dull.
They
not amazing.
They tasted like they were baked from frozen.
little cardboardy.
They used to be a full churro. Now they cut them like into thirds.
Yeah.
It's kind of lame.
So to me, I
Yeah, you
wouldn't
mentioned you love these before.
Yeah.
I wouldn't ever order them on purpose.
But they're churros.
They're fine.
Yeah.
There's no bad churros.
I don't know. What do you think, Joel?
I also had to cheat a little bit on this one.
Go on.
I chose the strawberry lemonade.
Oh, okay.
Because it's
that's a
dessert-ish, meaning
Sure.
it's like it's got the fruit, it's got the sugar. This is $2.10, 130 calories. Enjoy a refreshing strawberry lemonade made with Minute Maid zero sugar lemonade and real strawberries.
He hates when he's on forced diets.
No, something is wrong with their lemonade. It just tastes watery and a little bitter.
Sure.
And then they give you this giant straw with it. And they have all these real strawberry chunks in the bottom, and they're promoting it as a good thing. There's no flavor to those strawberry chunks at all. And all they do is choke you. You're sitting there drinking, and also
Is this ice or strawberries?
the chunks fly up the straw every time, and I'm like, this is an unpleasant experience. And it was the same. Like I got the dragonberry one, and it just was disappointing. We'll talk about it later, but
Will we talk about the dragon thing?
It was a specialty item. It may not even be available at this
It's
point.
not.
The Dragonberry Shake I actually really like.
Oh, I hate
that
it.
was the best incarnation of the dragonberry.
No, I didn't like the drinks.
Ken, what'd you say was the worst dessert?
It's vanilla shake, and I didn't even dislike it. Like it's just like a
but
vanilla
it's just
shake.
vanilla shake.
Yeah,
To me, it was
it's-
vanilla protein shake. It really had that kind of meaty taste a little bit to it.
Mealy or meaty?
Both. It was my
Ew.
least favorite of the shakes, and it still got a C, so it's like an average score. I didn't hate it, but
It is fine. Again,
Worst
fries dipped in
of
it,
the
it's
best.
pretty good.
Yeah.
I didn't like the dragon fruit at all.
oh,
No?
okay.
Dragonberry or whatever. That was too. It's too medicine for me.
Okay.
My kids thought the same thing. Like, oh, this is medicine.
Yeah.
So pass on that. But you don't have the opportunity right now. As of the recording of this episode, it's amazing we didn't have it. It's a mango pineapple.
Wonder how that would have ranked.
Yeah, one would kill me, and Joel hates the other. So
Yeah, I hate both.
I like them.
nope.
Did you try it?
No.
I was going to, and then
We should get a mango popper lemonade.
Yeah, we should.
And a dill. What was it? Bun burger, bun taco.
Bun taco. You're done. We'll go to your favorite one.
yeah, no, I was going to get it tonight.
Yeah.
and then I decided against it because we were recording an episode, and I probably shouldn't have an allergic reaction just in
Sorry.
case.
Good idea.
Yeah. Okay. How about most disappointing? What disappointed you, Joel?
The dragon fruit blueberry lemonade. And that's why I stopped talking because I realized it was the next on my list because I was like, oh, this sounds delicious. Dragon fruit blueberry lemonade. Blueberry lemonade in general. I'm like, oh, yummy. $3.49. This treat has blueberry fruit flavored popping boba pearls. That was hard to say.
Yeah.
Mixed with real dragon fruit pieces and refreshing Minute Maid zero sugar lemonade over ice. So I thought I was going to like it, but it had this weird dusty taste to it.
Yeah.
And I couldn't tell if it was the drink or the boba that had the dusty taste. And then I saw the
Dragon
sign
fruit is not as sweet as you want it to be.
no, and zero sugar lemonade. Why do they keep putting zero sugar in these zero sugar lemonade in these drinks? Because it's that artificial sweetener flavor I do not like.
I get it.
But yeah, I thought the shake was the best version of the dragon fruit, but the dragon fruit menu in general was just kind of disappointing.
I agree.
So yeah, most disappointing was the dragon fruit blueberry lemonade. for me.
Kent, what disappoints
Mine
you?
is not a menu item. It's just something they put on things. It's the bacon at Del Taco. Because you think, oh, it's bacon, and that could be good with like chicken or whatever.
It's like the Wendy's next door had bacon, and they were like, "Oh, let's sweep that up and put that over here."
It's not fresh. They're bacon cubes.
Bacon's bad.
They're glorified bacon bits, and it ruined the mouthfeel in every instance that
They
I
were
got it.
hard. Sometimes my like chip a tooth on this bacon.
Oh, bleh. So yeah, bacon is the biggest disappointment there. Zach?
My most disappointing item is something I had after maybe my most surprising item, which was my choice for best burrito, the epic grilled carne asada loaded queso burrito, or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
So my most disappointing item was the epic Cali bacon burrito carne asada, just because. I mean, this sounds good, right? Loaded with freshly grilled carne asada steak, crinkle cut fries, house grated cheddar cheese, crispy bacon, chipotle sauce, cool sour cream wrapped in a warm tortilla. It's not good. It's dry. I was like, oh, fries fix everything. Not this one. And I think it comes down to, like what you said, Kent, their bacon is terrible.
Yeah.
This was one of the instances I want to say 40% success rate on carne asada. It was either amazing or dog food.
40%.
Absolutely terrible.
See, I generally liked it.
And this was one of the times I had this burrito, and I think it was, again, this is disappointment, right? I was really let down by this burrito because on paper, it looked like it was going to be one of my favorites, and I found it dry and unappetizing.
Okay.
Ugh, I'm sad just looking at it.
Yep.
All right, now we've talked about value a lot. Let's talk about the best value.
Yeah,
On the
it's
menu.
it's 1.5 values. Remember,
Yeah.
it's value va.
One value.
Value.
What did you
so
pick, Kent?
I chose the bean and cheese burrito with red sauce. So for $2,
He's a red sauce guy.
Oh, red
you get
sauce.
a really decent
Zack,
sized.
We can form a green sauce club.
Okay, you get a decent sized burrito though. It's $2. Like it's actually pretty good. The taste is a little bit like filler, but the size is way more than filler.
It's this like I get the chicken soft taco for the taste. I get this one to kind of fill me up.
I will agree though, the red sauce is kind of tasteless.
I used to think I liked the red sauce
Yeah.
until this challenge. I went, no, the green. That's what I like.
So like, I'm not going to get this again. I gave it a C+, but I'm like, for the value, if I just want to be fed, $2 is great.
Yeah.
What about you, Zach?
The best value is the bean and cheese burrito with green sauce.
Okay, there we go.
It is a go-to for me. It has always been. Back when it was only $1, it's literally just I'm going to go to Del Taco. I'm going to pick something.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get that burrito, and that will be the best part. I've always enjoyed these for their simplicity, which is funny because I was mad at the combo version of this earlier. But no, these are great. They're perfectly proportioned. I still like the price, and I'll always get one. What about you, Joel?
I kind of cheated because I said the best value was Taco Tuesday. 3 snack tacos for $1.99.
Yeah.
It used to be $1.49. But
Used to be one.
Yeah.
It's weird because when I do these, the snack tacos are, I think they're 99 cents now. So 3 for $1.99. That's not a bad deal. And the crunchy stack taco is standard. It's what you expect a fast food taco to be. Like there is more heft to the Del Taco, but I think it's just fine. This is an easy, and I do the alteration of like, let's do like 6 soft and 6 hard. And then I get a bunch of them for all my kids, but Taco Tuesday, if you can beat the crowds, that's a great deal.
You keep talking about the crowds. The Del Taco in Bountiful, Utah has never had a crowd on a Tuesday because that's always when I would go.
Yeah.
'Cause it was before we recorded the show.
Line out of the parking lot.
Nope.
The one by
So
me.
I would walk in and it would be empty. And our next category is biggest surprise. Is this of the item, of your experience? What is your
could be anything.
Dealer's choice?
what's your
I think
biggest
it's on you,
surprise?
Zach.
I don't want to go first. I'm sheepish on this one because,
Okay.
guys, my biggest surprise, because, and I'll just go with my notes first. The note I wrote specifically was, why is this little thing so good? Guys, it's the Crunch Tata Tostada.
Oh, what?
What?
I had a really good one.
I thought you were going somewhere else with that.
I was eating this thing going, this shouldn't be good. This is just a big chip with beans on it.
That's all it was.
I love it. It's $2.
Wow.
This was your biggest surprise that it was good?
It is a surprise that it was
I thought
good,
it would
though.
be horrible.
Yeah. And it was for me.
And the way you guys described it is what I was expecting. Mine was awesome. I really liked it.
Wow.
And by the way, I went to a different location than the one I went to for most of the time to have this. This was at the one in South Jordan, I think. I thought it was pretty dang good. I gave it an 8.
Wow.
Maybe I need to try it another place because it was sad.
It was decent.
Like
Again, it was a matter of surprise.
I ate it and Kent's violin music started playing. So wrong.
All right. What did you have, Joel?
My biggest surprise is that epic burritos are a fail. That's my surprise.
Okay.
So these
Yeah, they're
all
not
cost.
amazing. Yeah.
These all cost $8 or above. I think there's one that actually costs $6, but most of them loaded with freshly grilled carne asada steak or chicken or whatever, crinkle cut fries, fresh house grated cheddar cheese, crispy bacon, chipotle sauce, and cool sour cream wrapped in a warm oversized flour tortilla.
Yeah.
What it means is if it says epic, it has fries in it. So I just want to give you guys some breakdown here.
Oh, not always.
For the epic loaded queso burrito with carne asada steak, I said the queso goes well with the carne asada, but the fries were a soggy distraction. For the epic fresh guacamole burrito with chicken, the guacamole wasn't that flavorful, and I missed the queso. They had the other burritos, and it's also $10. The epic Cali bacon burrito with carne asada tasted good, but it's just still a burrito full of fries.
Yeah.
And there wasn't a lot of there was no beans in these burritos, and that bugged me too. The epic Cali bacon burrito was fine, but I'm offended by the price.
Yeah, they're not good value.
And the bacon was really hard on that one.
But it is a meal. It's probably the only thing you should eat.
They're big. Yeah, you get one of those. And finally, the epic loaded queso burrito with chicken. I said the fries are a distraction. It just makes the burrito more dry. I said, I don't think I'll be ordering many epic burritos after this challenge.
Yeah, I get it.
So that's me. Epic burritos.
Kent, biggest surprise.
The shrimp taco.
Wait, so okay, hold on. The shrimp burrito was
You
bad.
hated the shrimp burrito.
Hated the shrimp burrito.
But the
among
shrimp-
the worst.
But the shrimp taco was good.
I was in Murray, and it was about 11:30.
It's the same ingredient.
Now, hear me out. I was like,
You had a good one.
I said, here we go. I'm in a crappy little like hole in the wall Del Taco. It's late at night. We're the only ones here. I'm getting old reheated food. Give me the shrimp taco. I also got the caramel cheesecake bites, but give me the shrimp taco. Let's get it over with. And they took 10 minutes to make this thing. I was like, what the? Why? Did they forget I ordered it? And they brought out my platter, right? My little green and or red platter.
Right.
Put it in front of me. And like, I could feel the heat emanating from the shrimp taco. I'm like, okay, whatever. Super fresh. And it was crispy and sweet. And the coleslaw gave it a nice little mouthfeel. It didn't feel like newspaper that I was eating. It was sweet. It was almost like a
shocked by
coconut shrimp taco. And I was like, I'm getting this again. And I did. And it was gross at a different location.
So you
And
had
then
your
I got
one
the
dream
burrito,
experience.
and it was a horrible experience. So it was the surprise of, I don't like fast food fish. And shrimp tacos especially.
Right.
It was delicious.
Man.
That sounds like the reverse of what I experienced last year at Arby's, where I had like the cheddar fish sandwich and it was awful.
Yeah.
The regular fish sandwich and it was awful. And then I had like the King's Hawaiian bun fish sandwich and it was amazing.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah. It's the same fish, Zach. It's the same
I don't
fish.
understand. Okay. Our next category is, why does this exist? Kent?
Oh, it's my turn.
Oh, Joel.
No.
Why does this exist? Joel?
The mini cheddar quesadilla.
Oh, it's the mini cheddar quesadilla.
$1.29.
Huh?
Fresh house-grated cheddar cheese folded in a flour tortilla and flat grilled to perfection on a teeny tiny grill.
Oh, that's so cute.
You have to ask yourself why this exists. You have children.
I said they weren't kidding when they called it a mini quesadilla. This is tiny. It's a little baby tortilla with a little tiny cheese on it. They should not be charging more than $1 for this. And this is $1.29. And I just went, this is pointless. They have another quesadilla, the regular one. It's fine. But this one is so small that I just went, okay. And yeah, probably for toddlers, maybe.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I was like, why? Why do you need this mini quesadilla? Mini baby quesadilla.
In its defense, the only defense I have for it, I happened to get it with a lot of items, a lot of smaller items. So on that same day, I did get chips and queso.
Uh-huh.
And so when you dip them in the queso,
Sounds great.
They're great.
Yeah.
Huh, good to know.
It's just something on the side to make yourself feel better about
Yes.
eating a full meal.
Yes.
Way
Yes.
too many calories. For mine, why does this exist? Zach, I'm so sorry, the hash brown sticks. Del Taco doesn't know who they are. And I think they were like, hey, we need more breakfast things. Hash brown sticks?
What's breakfast? Hash browns.
They got rollers, they got burritos, but then the hash brown sticks just stick out like a sore thumb. And I know they need an excuse to have ketchup at their stores. And yeah, you have the crinkle cut fries.
Put ketchup on anything.
What? But these weren't for me, Zach. They weren't like, I want them a bit oily but crunchy. They were
Perfect crunch every time.
They were dry. There was no like real sodium taste to them either, and not really flaky enough. And like I want them to be more salty, and that sounds weird, but just to have taste.
Yeah.
And I wanted them to be French toast sticks. So I'm like, Del Taco, quit wasting your time. Get rid of these.
Like horchata French toast sticks.
Oh man,
What are we doing?
I know.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
Zach, what about you? Why does this exist?
Joel, I see the logic behind $1 teeny tiny, quesadilla.
Yeah.
My toddler participated in a lot of this challenge. He loved the little tacos. He was a snack taco guy. He said, "Daddy, can I get the big yellow chip?" That's what he called it.
Yeah. Big yellow chip.
Yes. For me, it is the cheddar quesadilla. $4.
Yeah.
What are we doing here? Why
Yeah.
does this exist? Again, a small one, I understand. A big one,
I love when the grease eats through the paper that it's wrapped in.
so bad. And
Yeah.
and you think that adding chicken to it, the chicken cheddar quesadilla, that's mine was $4.79.
Yeah,
You think it would be better? No. It's like, well, we only picked
it's separated.
we only pick the flavorless chicken to put on the
Yeah.
quesadillas. Oh, the cheddar quesadilla though was seriously, why does this exist? Because you think you have to have a grilled cheese on your menu? No, get rid of it or drop the price substantially.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's move to overrated.
Overrated. I don't know if anything is overrated at Del Taco because I've never heard anyone talk about
Yeah,
Del Taco.
nothing's-
So I sat there and I said, what do people probably like? And I'm all, let me go online. And people are like, hey, the 8-layer burritos are really good. I'm like, what?
It's okay. Yeah.
I thought it was gross. It was soup. It turned into soup.
Yeah.
Similar with beef and bean. You bite it, it goes down further and
There's
further.
a difference between a wet burrito and a soggy burrito.
Yeah. The tomatoes and lettuce tasted sour to me. There were, some rice, refried beans, some cheese, but it's just mostly tomatoes, which I do not like. I made it 4 bites in and I threw it away. I'm so sorry.
Didn't finish that one.
I made it like 2 layers into the 8 layers. I don't know if people really like this, but I'm like 7-layer dip is good. So maybe people like this for that reason. It's not tasty. Zach?
For me, the most overrated item was really one that I looked at and thought, I bet you the average person would really enjoy that. When I look at the menu, I think that should be good.
Yeah.
And I was disappointed all 3 times I had the loaded queso nachos. I don't think that these chips are designed for nachos in the slightest. They are designed to be dipped in queso, but
And eaten quickly?
You put the chips in a bowl and pour anything resembling
they're
liquid
soggy
on the
real
top.
quick.
They get soggy.
They turn back
so
into tortillas.
fast.
Yeah.
The worst of the 3 to me was the beef, and it was just
Yeah.
soggy soup by not even the end, not even halfway through.
Yeah.
These were disgusting.
Yeah.
I did have a good experience. I believe the last one I had was the chicken, and I literally, I said I ordered, hit I'm here, and then walked to Del Taco. No, not this time. I ordered. I walked in. I sat down. I hit I'm here, and I stared them down. And I said, the second you set my chips up there, I will grab it and I will start eating it.
Yep.
Those were decent.
Yeah.
Those were pretty good.
Yeah.
But I was able to curb
Don't
the
do drive-through and
sogginess.
take them home and eat them and
Drive
expect
through, wait a
good
minute, take them home,
Yeah.
eat your taco first, then you go to the nachos. No. Soggy mess. Their chips are too thin for nachos, and you'd think they would be good, but no. Mm-mm.
No.
Skip them. You think they're good, they're not.
Yeah.
Joel?
Overrated for me is the fact that they have a taco named after the place called the Del Taco, $1.95. And
Whatever.
the Del Taco is inspired by the original and loaded with, inspired by the original. Apparently they don't serve the original anymore.
Okay.
And loaded with more of everything.
It's called
you
a
love.
noggle.
Like more Stevens beef, more house grated cheddar cheese, crisp shredded lettuce, and fresh diced tomatoes on a bigger, crunchy corn shell. And I did say okay, I'm going to get the snack taco and the Del Taco side by side in both soft and crunchy versions and compare. And yes, there was a little more meat, a little more cheese, or some cheese and tomatoes. But seeing as how the snack taco is 99 cents and this one's $1.95, it didn't seem that extra dollar was
Felt
worth
like
it.
$1 better.
It was slightly bigger, and I kind of went meh. So it's once again it's mid.
Yeah.
I didn't mind it. I gave the Del Taco a 6 out of 10, and I gave the snack taco a 4 out of 10.
Okay.
But even then, the Del Taco, it's not like everyone's craving the Del Taco.
Not at all.
Oh, that's the fast food taco.
It's just
to
more
get.
of it.
It's just kind of
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, it's not amazing for sure. Not enough to be named after the restaurant.
No, yeah, it's that's why it bothered me too. That it was like, oh yes, this is the Del Taco. Oh, it's just a taco.
Yeah.
Now, how about underrated?
You tell us, Zach.
Well, it's the fries. It's a crinkle.
Oh, okay.
It's a crinkle cut fries.
That's true.
it?
'Cause you think of Del Taco, you don't think of the crinkle.
You don't
cut
think of the
fries.
fries.
But who else has the crinkle cut fries other than elementary schools?
Well, I think maybe that's part of it. You're like,
Yeah,
oh,
I
crinkle
remember
cut
when
fries.
Arby's had them. That's why we complained about it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Or they're like, yeah, I guess you can get them at the grocery store, and they're like not good.
Yeah.
because you just put
They
them in
get soggy.
the oven.
And you guys
No.
both prefer well done to regular.
Yes,
Very
I
much so.
have had them, and they're not all the way done, and they're a little bit soggy, not as good, but the flavor profile is great.
Yeah.
I had years and years ago had a geriatric pug, and he was very unhealthy, and he ate a lot of fries. And he was a particular guy, and he was a Del Taco crinkle cut fry guy. And so I'm like, if it's good enough for Harley, I should check these out. And he was right. They're
drink, and be
good.
merry.
They're really good. Okay.
Geriatric Pug was my band's name in college.
What kind of music did you guys play?
Tubas.
Oh,
Just tubas.
It's kind of heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. No, I mean, again, you're not thinking about that
Yeah.
at Del Taco to say, taco, burrito. Yeah, I get that. We did extol the virtues of the burger, but honestly, just going and getting a burrito with fries, delicious.
Yeah.
Just don't put the fries in the burrito.
Oh, you can
Sometimes
do that.
it's okay.
As long as it has
They're well
queso.
done. Yeah.
Queso's good.
Yes. What about you, Joel?
I said the carne asada street taco. And
Yeah, it's
I
pretty
did the one, I didn't do the chicken one, but I just
Because you
said,
wouldn't normally get it.
well, because I was like, okay, a carne asada street taco,
Right.
From Del Taco,
Yeah.
Freshly grilled carne asada steak topped with diced onions, chopped cilantro, and tangy green sauce wrapped in a warm tortilla. And I said, this has a surprisingly good flavor to it. Like, I think it was just
Was
a
it the corn
regular green
tortilla?
sauce on top of it, but it complemented the flavor well.
Yeah.
And I said, is it worth $3? That's
No,
debatable.
it's not.
But and the same with the chicken. I know it was the same chicken they're using in everything else, but when they put it in here, it tasted a little different, and it actually tasted like a street taco.
All right.
So
I think there's degrees to it. I think that they use the fresh chicken on a couple items. Then there's the mid chicken they use on most everything.
and then the grill,
And then
quesadilla.
whatever is dead and gone, that goes on the quesadilla.
Quesadilla.
Yeah.
The guy sweeping up from Wendy's with the bacon's like, here, put that on the quesadilla.
Yeah, they trade.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, old bacon for old. Yeah,
Yeah.
I get it.
For me, it's the 3-layer queso nachos. This is such a great side.
Yeah, there's the little
They're little cuties.
snack one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have a little
Smaller size, less
a
chance
little
of getting
platter.
soggy.
You get the chips, but they're so few that you'll eat them quick without them getting gross.
Agreed.
Yeah.
And you get the beans, you get the queso blanco, and you get the green sauce on there, and you can toss on any other sauce. This is the perfect side to anything. It's $1.79, well worth the money.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Yeah.
Good. So that concludes us mentioning new items. We're now going to move into our go-to order, top 5,
We
bottom
can
5.
repeat answers now. So,
But I just want to say that I'm so thankful. I am so thankful that we started our challenge when we did. Because you know what we avoided, gentlemen?
What?
We avoided the birria taco craze.
Okay, but like
That was happening
was it
there.
good? I never
no,
got it.
apparently it was awful. Apparently it actually
How do you mess
killed
up birria?
Apparently it killed the trend.
I've not had a good birria taco.
I've had good birria taco.
Excuse me. I've had a good birria taco. I've never had a great birria taco. Every time birria, and every time I have it,
Quesadilla.
I'm like, I'm not. This
Are
is,
you serious?
it's like I don't know. It just never wowed me.
No, I've had really good ones.
Me too.
But people legitimately credit Del Taco with killing it.
Well, they did birria ramen as well.
Yeah. So I have to say,
Save it for a birria episode.
very thankful that we avoided that. We just had to deal with some dragon fruit, blueberry, whatever.
Yeah.
It's fine. Okay, let's move into our go-to orders. So is this what you would have had before, or is this what you've shifted to? Or
I've
Let's
kind of got
see.
both.
Okay.
okay,
Because
start us, Joel.
my regular order is 2 grilled chicken tacos, soft, with some Del Scorcho sauce. And then, because we didn't mention their other sauces, they're fine.
They're fine.
But like the Del Scorcho has like kind of a smoky flavor to it that I really
It
like.
is the mid-range perfect sauce.
But I'll get like a grilled chicken soft taco, and then I'll also get a bean burrito with green sauce.
Okay.
But okay,
I had mild most
red
often.
sauce. Before this challenge, it would have been 2 grilled chicken tacos and bean burrito with red sauce.
yeah.
Probably green sauce, but also now probably Del Combo burrito.
Wow.
and chicken soft taco.
You love it.
I really do.
Yeah.
So I was happy about that. What about you, Kent?
Mine's pretty much the same forever, except for I've added the 3-layer nacho because I get the 2 grilled chicken soft tacos and the 3-layer nacho.
Yeah.
It's still fairly
But
cheap.
you
You're
say
spending.
hold the sauce.
If I forget, I'm not going to be sad about it, but I generally hold the white sauce. But I'm still doing that for under about $5.50. So that's not a bad meal.
No.
Zach,
I've changed up.
Okay.
But I do have 2 orders.
go on.
Okay. So I've got the epic grilled the epic grilled carne asada loaded queso burrito.
Yes.
Then I'm going to chase that with just one chicken soft taco. That can be a common thread.
The
It
chaser.
was carne asada in the burrito.
Yeah.
Carne asada in the burrito,
Chicken
so you
in
go
the
chicken
taco.
in the soft taco.
Okay.
Because I had one day where I got one of the epic loaded burritos with chicken, and then I got like a smaller burrito with chicken.
Yeah.
Awful day.
A lot of chicken.
Really terrible. So yeah, the epic loaded burrito, the chicken soft taco, and a Dr. Pepper. Or I've mentioned it, double Del cheeseburger, crinkle cut fries, and a strawberry shake.
Okay.
Ooh, that's good.
It's very different flavor profiles, very different reasons to go there. The burger is more like, my wife really wants Del Taco and I'm not feeling it. Boom, double Del cheeseburger.
Okay. Makes sense.
That's the order there.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Should we move into our 5 worst?
So let's do 5 worst.
Okay. Kent,
I'm just going to go quickly because we've mentioned
from your least bottom
all of them.
to most bottom.
bottom, crispy chicken, guac'd up, chipotle taco. That's my number 5.
Guac'd Up.
8-layer burrito, number 4. Number 3 is chicken strips and fries. So that's bad already. Number 2 is the crispy jumbo shrimp burrito. And number 1 was a crunchtada tostada. It was so weak. It was so gross.
I just had a good one.
Yeah,
That was your
so
worst.
cold. It was the
Number one
worst
worst.
thing. The
Okay.
crunchtada tostada, which is funny because it's not like any objectionable ingredients, but the way it's put together and how cold and dry. Gross.
Yeah.
Zach.
My worst is a worst on principle. It's so number 5 is the snack taco. Now, are there worse items then? Yes.
Sure.
Every crispy chicken taco is worse. But I'm like, why have we made this a big deal? It's not amazing. I just don't like it. So
I get it.
on principle, that's number 5. Number 4, the cheddar quesadilla. It's not that good. It's so expensive. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Then the 3-piece crispy chicken and fries.
Yep.
And then to me, the next one, Del Combo beef and bean burrito, and the epic, just a bigger version of that Jabba the burrito. Hated it.
Your number one is the epic.
Number one epic combo beef and bean burrito.
Oh,
Worst
mercy.
item at Del
Dang.
Taco. It is sludge in a tortilla. I hated it.
All right, Joel, what about you? 5 worst.
My number 5 worst is anything with crispy chicken in it.
Oh, yep.
Like
That's
I lumped everything there because I was like, that's going to dominate my
gross.
list if I start listing that out.
Yeah.
But that 3-piece that was terrible.
Horrible.
The 8-layer veggie burrito was
Yep,
in there.
same.
Although Ken, I remembered you talking about the shrimp burrito, and I was like, that probably should have made my list. But it was like a limited time thing.
See,
You
it
can't
was a
forget
limited
anymore.
item,
I
and it was
forgot about it.
to me, it was so forgettable.
Yeah. Number 3, the crunchata trademark.
Yep.
Right there. Crunchata tostada. Number 2, the strawberry or popper lemonades. I really was disappointed in all the lemonade experiences and some of the Sprite experiences because they put the strawberry chunks in there.
Feed the poppers to a toddler. They're hilarious. I had a good time with them.
Choke on them. And then my number 1 was the beer battered crispy fish taco made with stone Buenaventura salt and lime
Yeah,
water.
it's gross.
Oh, I didn't mind those.
It's just too expensive for too little and meh.
Yeah.
But yeah, nothing I truly like hated, I have to say.
Really?
Yeah.
So did you eat everything?
I hated the chicken.
I think
Yeah.
I had everything. I did share
I got
some
tired of the
items,
chicken.
especially when I got like those big boy nachos.
Yeah.
When it's like, holy cow, that's like shareable. I shared
Yeah.
that with my family.
Oh, of
but-
course.
Yeah.
But there's nothing you're like 2 bites in, you're like, I'm done.
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
All right.
Okay.
So best.
Bean and
Let's end on a
cheese
positive.
and meat. And all right, I'm going to start with our
Okay.
5 best. My least best here. Chips and queso. I think that their queso blanco is really quite good.
Okay.
I wish I could get that in a jar. It's fantastic.
I'll see what I can do for your birthday.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I have to throw it out there. My fake cheese obsession continues. Then the Double Del cheeseburger. Love it.
Yep.
Yeah.
The chicken street taco. Quite good. Then the epic loaded queso blah, blah, burrito.
It's such cumbersome names.
Yeah. Epic loaded queso burrito chicken. Epic loaded queso burrito carne asada.
Okay.
Again, the carne asada I've had issues with. So I go back and forth whether I put chicken
sure.
number 1. Chicken is more reliable. Carne asada has higher highs and lower lows. Both, to me, are very good.
Yeah.
Joel?
So my number 5 was donut bites. My number 4.
I kind of forgot about those. They're so good.
They're so good. My number 4 is queso loaded fries. My number 3 is the caramel cheesecake bites. Number 2 is the Del Combo beef and bean burrito. And my number 1 still is the grilled chicken taco.
It's the
Soft.
right choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kent, for you?
The Double Del bacon, but I'm going to remove that next time. The Double Del bacon cheeseburger.
Yeah, get rid of it.
So the cheeseburger made both your guys' list of best.
Yeah, absolutely. Number 4 is the epic loaded queso carne asada burrito. The number 3 is carne asada steak fries. Number 2 is the chicken soft taco. And I'm so sorry, the king has been dethroned by the caramel cheesecake bites. They're gorgeous.
Good.
Dear Toastier,
I found someone new.
I am so sorry. I found a new
Call back
love.
to our Girl Scout cookie episode.
She's so sweet. Mercy.
I should asterisk. I
That's
put,
your number 1 as a dessert.
Yeah, it's so good. It belongs in a restaurant.
It belongs in a museum.
I'd spend $14 on those cheesecake bites.
I should asterisk. I liked them. I'm new to cheesecakes.
That's okay.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
did like them.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I did not hate them. Also on my list, I put chicken street taco, but that is the honorary, like, yes, if you're going to Del Taco and you don't walk away with a chicken soft
Yes,
taco,
totally.
what are you doing there? They are
Get out.
They are the thing that gets you to Del Taco. You
Yes.
might order other stuff, but you have to walk away with it.
Yes.
And so, yeah, we want to know, though, if this episode actually made you hungry for Del Taco. Are you a fan of Del Taco? Do you go there regularly, or have you never been before? Let us know, because we want to hear, and we want to see if you agree with our picks here. We want to know on Instagram. We want to know on Facebook. We want to know on Twitter. We want to know on YouTube your feelings about Taco Bell. So let us know, please.
I have to say, I was confirming my list,
Yeah.
looking at the menu, and I kind of look over to my wife and I said, I could go for some Del Taco.
Oh,
right
no.
now.
I'm actually craving it right now. We can get some breakfast.
Yeah. No.
Before we go, we want to thank some patrons in a couple of special categories, including the I Am the Listener tier, which is Taylor, not the Bill Sanderson, Some Guy, Scott Sprague always knew that a Powerline concert would be a shankfest, Sawyer Western, St. Shannon and Sir James West, Ryan and Marley, Rocky and Steph, Lady Terrier Finley, Juice the Cooler King Swallow, Jennifer Kokowski, Casey Cummings, and Adam and Rachel Crump. Then, of course, we have the Bacon Council, which is the other Brit Johnny English, the one, the only Chris Anderson, Steven, everyone's favorite Ross, Star Wars expert Kyler, our favorite couple, the Madsons, Nicole D. Kale, Her Royal Highness Jessica Terry, Glow Clendaniel, Debbie Foster, and Beaker.
Thank you, patrons. You are the free to our shavakadu. But if you want to find me, you can find me at 76 Joel on Twitter. You can find me performing with Quickwits, who perform at the studio at the Parker Theater. For more details, go to qwcomedy.com or go to the Quickwits Facebook page.
You can find me on Twitter at Kenny3DD. You can find me on Instagram at KentCDunn. You can read my movie reviews at ShowtimeShowdown.com.
If you'd like to connect with me, you can do so on Twitter and Instagram at Zachary Western. But forewarning, all I do is talk about Utah hockey. It's fine. But more importantly, make sure you're following Baconsale. Please like that Facebook page and then go to at Baconsale on Twitter and Instagram. After you've done that, go to tpublic.com/Baconsale and get yourself some merch. And then if you like what's going on here and you want to support us further, visit patreon.com/Baconsale. Support starts at just $3 a month and you can get access to all sorts of behind the scenes fun, including notes from this episode.
Yep. And a spreadsheet we used.
Spreadsheet and the almost weekly Bacon Bits where Joel has maybe the biggest movie review of the year.
Jeez.
By himself
Movie
for a date
critic.
night. What the heck?
Yeah.
Patreon.com/Baconsale. So until next time, we hope that you walked away from this episode with a grilled chicken soft taco. You have to at Del Taco.
Mandatory.
I wasn't even born yet.
Value. It was another
babe.
fast food mess.
Let's go get noggles.
Free shavakadu.
You don't need condiments because it has oil.
You commit to the bit, Kent.
I would go get lunch in high school. I met Dirty Del on a Taco Tuesday.
Is that the guy that made the computers?
You just don't want regular people to see you at a Del Taco in the AM. Can you imagine how sticky that crinkle cut slide is?
My number one fear in the world is becoming a regular anywhere. The spirit of breakfast. This is so wet. I don't know why. El Taco 10 is a Taco Bell 7.
You could shank someone with your crispy chicken. They don't know burrito management.
Oh my. Is this delicious?
Is this a Taco Bell 7?
Is this actually so good? Let's talk
Don't be
about
scared of Del Taco burgers.
they make the chicken stars look like they're real.
It's like a cannoli and an egg roll had a beautiful child together.
I have only liked cream cheese for less than a year.
Popping Popo Pearls. The mini cheddar quesadilla.
Oh, it's the mini cheddar quesadilla. Huh?
Del Taco doesn't know who they are. Dear Toastier,
I found someone new.
I am so sorry. It belongs in a restaurant.
It belongs in a museum. The wonders are on the list, Zach. Yeah.
I like my beans lardy.